We must replace despair with hope and return the energy and the passion to New York Giant football.
So in the Giants' 80th season, Tom Coughlin has begun the task of rebuilding the Giants' winning tradition. With 56 new players in camp, including a #1 draft pick and a Super Bowl MVP at the quarterback position. Now Tom Coughlin's Giants beat the Kansas City Chiefs in their first game test tonight. Live from Giants Stadium, it's Giants football. The first preseason game, it's the Giants against the Kansas City Chiefs. Hello, everyone. Welcome to Giants football. I'm Sam Rosen, along with two Giants greats, Phil McConkey and Harry Carson, and this is a time of change for the Giants. It starts with a head coach, but also a lot of changes on the offense, Phil.
Sam, a dramatic change at that quarterback position. Two new guys come in, the veteran Kurt Warner, two-time league MVP. He was the quarterback of the greatest show on turf in St. Louis. The Giants hope he gets some of that magic back. And then the rookie, #1 draft pick out of Ole Miss, Eli Manning. Tremendous upside potential, but Sam, tonight, the game, the tempo turns up a notch, the speed is increased. The Giants hope he can perform at this new pro level.
Those two will split the first 3 quarters of the game. A lot of other changes on the offensive line. We'll get into that during the course of the game. An important position to watch, the running back spot, Phil.
Sam, not a lot of depth at this position, but you've got Tiki Barber, maybe one of the best Giant players of all time. He leads this franchise in total yards, receptions, second in rushing. But the guy the Giants want to get a good long look at is Ron Dane, the former Heisman Trophy player, Sam, who was almost ousted by the old regime. He's come in trim. Jim Fossil wanted to get rid of him. Tom Coughlin wants to give him a chance. We'll see what happens tonight.
Tom Coughlin has run a disciplined camp. Now it's time to walk the sideline and coach his first game as head coach of the Giants, albeit a preseason game. Harry Carson caught up with the head coach just minutes ago.
All right, Sam, thanks. I'm here with Coach Tom Coughlin. Tom, it's been a few months and it's finally here. You're the head coach of the New York Giants. You're making your debut tonight. Tell us how you feel.
Well, I'm excited about it. I really am. I'm always excited when I come in this stadium anyway. But the opportunity to start the preseason, to take a look at these young players, to look at our free agents that we brought in there, to see how our team will go about the business of attacking some of the objectives we have, I'm excited about that.
What do you see as the keys for tonight's game?
Well, I think it's real important that, you know, this is a start for us. That's the first and foremost thing. I'm looking for effort. What I told our players, I wanted the effort. Hustle makes up for a lot of mistakes, and I'd like to see that in our football team. I'd certainly like us to be physical. I would like us to be physical. I'd like us to be excited about each other. When someone makes a play, let's respond sincerely, congratulating one another. I'd like us to have good conformity, our substitution patterns be well handled. I hope that we can begin to address cutting down on turnovers and penalties and the kinds of things we talked about in the offseason. So there's a lot of things tonight, Harry, that I'd like to see. And I certainly would like to come off the field feeling that the objectives that we set out in terms of our personnel, when they will play, how many plays are accomplished, and that we certainly give great effort. And we start to discover something about some football players that maybe we didn't know.
Well, there you have it from the coach, Sam. Good luck tonight, Tom.
Thanks, Harry.
Back up to you guys.
Thanks, Harry. Tom Coughlin's Keys to the Game brought to you by Ford. Visit your local tri-state quality Ford store with the best-selling vehicles in America. Coming up, Tom Coughlin's debut as head coach as the Giants beat the Kansas City Chiefs next. There are the Giants quarterbacks, the veteran Kurt Warner on the left, the rookie Eli Manning tucked in behind a couple of players. And we will see them both. Kurt Warner expected to play into the second quarter, and Eli Manning will go to the end of the third quarter. Bill Gramatica will kick off. Larry Johnson, last year's first-round draft pick for the Chiefs, is deep. And the Giants preseason is underway. Line drive, bounces at the 22. Johnson picks it up to 7. There's a big opening. Johnson takes it outside. Good return across midfield and out of bounds. Well spotted in Giants territory at the 48-yard line. And special teams,
Achilles heel.
a problem for the Giants.
Over the last few years, bouncing ball. Larry Johnson, #1 pick out of Penn State last year, trying to find a role with this team, just finds an opening. Sam, you could have run through that hole. As good a job as the Chiefs did blocking for Larry Johnson.
I would have blocked for you. 46-yard return to the Giants, 47. Trent Green starts at quarterback. Priest Holmes, Tony Richardson in the backfield with him. Richardson takes it for a yard. Good job inside by the Giants, led by Keith Washington, who returns at defensive end. Trent Green passed for over 4,000 yards last year. This is his 4th year with the Kansas City Chiefs. The Chiefs led the NFL in scoring. They were 2nd in the NFL in total offense last season. Went 13-3, but lost in their first playoff game to the Indianapolis Colts. Green to throw. Swings it out to Priest Holmes, who led the Chiefs in receiving last season. He's taken down. Good tackle by Will Allen. Brings up a 3rd and 9. The Chiefs offensive lineup brought to you by the Lexus Golden Opportunity Sales Event now through September 7th. Only change on the offense, John Welborn, signed as a free agent, takes over at right tackle. He used to be with the Philadelphia Eagles. Running back, Priest Holmes, another great season, 27 rushing touchdowns last year. Tony Richardson, the fullback. Receivers are injured, so Dante Hall and Richard Smith, a free agent rookie, will start. Tony Gonzalez, the great tight end, starts as well. On 3rd down, Green steps up, and it's too high. Intended for Sammy Parker, rookie out of Oregon. And it's 3 and out for the Chiefs after establishing good field position on the return. So a good series for the Giants defense.
Well, the Chiefs are hamstrung, literally and figuratively, at that wide receiver position. Their 3 top wide receivers are out tonight due to injury.
Johnny Morton, Eddie Kennison, and Mark Borichter. Jason Baker to punt, deep for the Giants. Curtis DeLoach, rookie defensive back. Baker's punt. DeLoach lets it bounce at the 10. It bounces sideways. It's touched by the Chiefs. And the spot will be up at the 11-yard line. And Kurt Warner makes his Giants debut. Played only 2 games last season. Started 1, that was opening day here, and the Giants roughed him up. Did not play again until the end of the season. Gets a nice cheer. A good roar from the crowd as Kurt Warner steps onto the field. David Deal, 2nd-year man, will start at right tackle. There is Tom Coughlin, who was here in the late 80s as a wide receivers coach under Bill Parcells. Tiki Barber got a yard on the play. Take a look at the Giants offensive lineup, brought to you by the Lexus Golden Opportunity Sales Event now through September the 7th. Luke Pettigrew, the only man of those 5 in the same position as last season. Deal moves to right tackle. Chris Snee, 2nd-round draft pick, starts at right guard. The other 2, Stokes and O'Hara, are free agent signings. Tiki Barber is back. Jim Finn starts at fullback. The wide receivers, the familiar pair of Amani Toomer and Ike Hilliard. Vicente Shenko, 2nd-year tight end. Short toss is complete to Shenko, up close to the 1st down marker at the 21-yard line.
One thing about Kurt Warner that you'll notice, that you remember from his days in St. Louis, he makes quick decisions, Sam. He gets rid of the football, and there's a guy he wanted going to go to, the tight end 80.
Defensive lineup brought to you by the Lexus Golden Opportunity Sales Event now through September 7th. No changes on this defense for the Kansas City Chiefs. Kawika Mitchell starts at middle linebacker, with Mike Maslowski continuing to be bothered by a knee injury. Dexter McCleon is back. Shenard Hart starts for Jerome Woods, who's out with a hamstring. 1st down, Giants. Straight ahead, Ron Dane. And this is an important game early in preseason for Ron Dane.
We talked in the open. His 5th year in the league, former Heisman Trophy winner. Wasn't impressive, or the old regime was not impressed with Ron. He got a fresh new start with Tom Coughlin. Tom was very impressed at his work ethic in the offseason. He's trimmed down. Tom says we're going to get him the ball, and we're going to get it to him a lot this preseason to see what he can do.
Jim Finn, the fullback, shifts back. Dane is in the backfield. Ron Dane did not play in a game last season, inactive for all 16. Warner going deep for Ike Hilliard, overthrown. Eric Warfield had him well covered. Incidental contact along the sideline.
Something Tom Coughlin talked about early. He's anxious to see how these referees are going to interpret the new rules in the secondary as far as the defensive backs. Because lately they've been getting away with murder, grabbing and clutching and pushing outside that initial 5-yard area.
And you know, Phil, it's not so much new rules as enforcing the rules that are there.
Absolutely.
Here's 3rd and 9. Jawan Dawson, number 18, is in as a 3rd wide receiver. Warner being pressured, steps up, hit as he throws, and it's complete up to the 29-yard line. Kiki Barber short of a first down. Scott Fujita, the left outside linebacker, made the stop. There was good pressure on the play from Eric Hicks, the defensive end. The biggest change for Kansas City on defense is a new defensive coordinator, Gunther Cunningham.
Well, defense was their Achilles heel last year. I don't care how great your offense is. Harry knows better than anybody you win championships with defense. It hurt him. They didn't bring in any new players. They just brought in a new coordinator.
Jeff Beagles punts for the Giants. Good high punt. Chris Horn comes over to the sideline, takes it at the 23. Giants have it well covered. There's a flag on the play. Horn gets up to the 34-yard line. We'll check out the penalty. Terry McCauley is the referee. 48-yard punt, 11-yard return.
Great punting job by Feagles. Got great distance, turned the ball over, and more importantly, he got the ball outside the number. That was a punt to the right. You see where the returner caught the ball. There's the clip right there. I think that was number 42. Giants coverage unit does a good job, but Feagles, excellent job. He's been around this league a long time.
For an illegal block in the back. Timeout.
They picked up the flag. No penalty. After the committee discusses it, the officials pick up the flag. No block in the back. Apparently from the side. Tom Coughlin says, what do you mean, no penalty? There's tremendous sadness in the Giants family and the entire organization. It was revealed last week that Giants co-owner Bob Tisch is suffering from a brain tumor, and certainly the prayers and well wishes of everyone connected with the Giants go out to Bob Tisch and his family. A great, great man who's been part of the Giants organization since 1992.
His booth is right next to ours, our broadcast booth, and we miss seeing him tonight. Hopefully he'll be back soon.
From the 34, Trent Green sends Chris Wilson in motion. A rookie tight end catches it. No, dropped it. Good pass dropped by Wilson, who's been having an outstanding preseason. We didn't have time to show you the Giants defense, but here it is. Michael Strahan, the holdover. Norman Hand and Fred Robbins brought in at tackles. Keith Washington stays, re-signed, defensive end. The linebackers, Quincy Monk is in the lineup because Carlos Emmons is out with an injury. Nick Bryson starting there at middle linebacker. Barrett Green, free agent pickup. Will Allen, Will Peterson coming off injury. Sean Williams is back. Omar Stoutminer battling Brent Alexander to start at free safety. Priest Holmes gets up to the 37-yard line. The Giants defensive lineup was brought to you by the Lexus Golden Opportunity Sales Event, now through September 7th.
And Sam, you saw in the first series of downs for the Chiefs, Will Allen of the Giants, a corner. Not only they got to cover world-class sprinters, they got to come up and make tackles. Allen made a great play earlier in the game, and then his counterpart on the other side, William Peterson, just made a nice play on that particular down to stop the running back.
And word from the sideline, Nick Bryson is out. Giants have 5 defensive backs in. Hurt himself on the first series. Green going deep, flag on the play. Pass intended for Dante Hall. Falls incomplete.
It's going to be holding against the Giants.
There you go, the enforcement downfield.
Whenever the flag comes out of the pocket of that back judge,
Holding.
probably this guy
Defense.
Interior here, that's who the back judge is looking at.
5-yard penalty.
Well, I didn't see much there at all. Boy,
Even if it's just grabbing the jersey, Phil, they'll call it. Strictly enforced, and it's an automatic first down.
Tom wanted to see how they're going to enforce this rule, and they're doing it very closely because Cousin 22, the veteran that just comes in, Giants looking for some depth in that secondary.
Beyond 5 yards from the line of scrimmage, you cannot hit the receiver, and they will enforce the grabbing the jersey even just a little bit as defensive holding. First down, Chiefs from the 43. Green swings it out to Chris Wilson. rookie out of Pitt, into Giants territory, out of bounds at the 43-yard line. Wilson was overshadowed by Larry Fitzgerald at Pitt. 14-yard pickup. Harry, what's it look like down there?
Well, you know, they're doing some good hitting down here, but the thing that I'm very disappointed in is Nick Bryson. You know, first play of the game, he goes out. I think he has a pulled hamstring. You know, he's been in training camp all off season, and you get into the first game and there's an injury. And I think that has been the history of Nick Bryson. I think it might be the Achilles heel of the Giants defense this year, having not brought in.
And there goes Priest Holmes, takes it outside with speed, forced out of bounds inside the 25 to the 23. The great Priest Holmes, who has, boy, he's turned himself into one great running back. This is a guy who came into the league as an undrafted free agent.
Guy came from the Ravens, and you'll look on the left side. This is the advantage a team has when they play together. There's continuity on that offense. Just a burst to the left side. 4/5 of that offensive line have been together for more than 3 years now, Sam, so they know what they're doing.
On the defense, Quincy Monk has moved to middle linebacker. The rookie Reggie Torbor, fourth-round draft pick, is in, number 58. Green, plenty of time. Now he's rushed and got rid of it. It's incomplete. Strahan, with good pressure, is taking him down. Green's pass in the vicinity of a would-be receiver, so there's no intentional grounding.
Now, Michael Strahan, 92, last year, Sam, when all was lost, Michael Strahan played maybe his best football, 18.5 sacks. He never stopped. He kept going. One of the great, all-time great Giant players.
Brings up 2nd and 10. Larry Johnson in at running back for the Chiefs. Green, wide open. Chris Wilson, touchdown, Kansas City. The rookie out of Pitt, a second-round draft pick, found the seam, and Trent Green found him.
Sam, he's a versatile guy, maybe a little too small for the prototypical tight end, too big for wide receiver. He just comes and runs up the seam on the right side. A little miscommunication. The corner, Will Allen, tries to get over. That's a lot of ground to cover for a corner. Didn't see a safety in the vicinity. Not sure if that was that responsibility of that safety.
Lawrence Tynes in his 3rd training camp with the Chiefs, trying to make the team, but he's battling the veteran Morton Anderson. Tynes will do all the kicking, puts the extra point through. The Chiefs move down the field. The penalty against the Giants was a big one. Kept the drive alive. Chiefs took advantage and go in for the score.
Another look at the touchdown. Chris Wilson, tight end, lines up on the right side. He's just going to run up the inside edge of the numbers. The Giants in it too deep. The safety doesn't get over in time. Trent Green gets good protection from his offensive line. Finds the open receiver right down the field between the corner and the safety. Touchdown for Kansas City.
Chiefs really like Chris Wilson. And of course, they have the great Tony Gonzalez. They have a blocking tight end in Jason Dunn, who's out with an injury, won't play tonight. Lawrence Tynes to kick off. No, that's Jason Baker, excuse me. The punter kicks off. Willie Ponder on the return for the Giants. And he is pulled down hard, but a good return by Willie Ponder. He's got good speed, second-year wide receiver. He was a 6th-round draft pick last year out of Southeast Missouri State. Omar Easy on the tackle. Giants on offense. When we come back, they're trailing 7-0. Kurt Warner with another series. Tonight's Giants game is brought to you by the Lexus Golden Opportunity Sales Event, now through September 7th. By AMCO Transmissions. And by Hyundai, with quality that lets them offer America's best warranty, 10 years, 100,000 miles. Sam Rosen, Phil McConkey, Harry Carson at Giants Stadium. Giants 1st and 10 at the 31. Tiki Barber behind Jim Finn. Good hole. Nice cut. Bounced off the official and got up across the 45-yard line. Nice run by Tiki Barber. Picked up 14 on the play. 8th year for Tiki Barber. Led the team in receptions last year. Another 1,000-yard rushing season.
A little delayed draw by the Giants. Offensive line do a nice job picking up all their guys on the defense. Tiki even has to take on the referee to get upfield.
They spotted exactly at the 45. There's a little bump on the official. On second down, Tiki again picks up 6 on the play. Good work up front. Barry Stokes, number 79, the left guard, the free agent, came over from Cleveland, as did Sean O'Hara, the center. Tiki Barber's numbers from last season.
That's going to take time for these guys to come together, these offensive line. The old days, you're starting the season with 4 new guys in the offensive line. You didn't have a chance.
2 tight ends in for the Giants. Marcellus Rivers, he goes in motion. Ron Dane in the backfield. Off the play fake, Warner going up top. Ike Hilliard, just a little too far. Hilliard had a step on Eric Warfield. They tried that play earlier, didn't click. This one just missed.
I think just if Kurt had that ball back again, well, you see Ike Hilliard doing his best. If that ball's thrown to the inside a little bit, you see Ike Hilliard, he has to go to his outside. He had the inside position. If that ball was thrown just a little bit more on the inside, and Kurt knows it, he may have had a big play.
He's got to find his game. 3rd and 4. Tiki Barber back in, takes it, and Eric Warfield steps up with a big hit and stops Barber short of the line of scrimmage. He's 7th-year cornerback out of Nebraska, Eric Warfield. Good tackle, and the Giants are forced to punt.
Yeah, blitz from the Giants' left side. Warfield stays at home, gets some help by his linebackers, and that play went nowhere for the Giants.
Right side of the Giants line retooled in training camp, as David Deal, who played all of last season at right guard, moving to right tackle, and Chris Snee is the starting right guard. Jeff Beagle's punt, Chris Horn, fair catch at the 9-yard line. 41-yard punt by Beagles, no return. The Chiefs lead the Giants 7-0. First quarter of the first preseason game. Nick Bryson on the bench. He's hurt. Michael Strahan may have the rest of the night off. He's played a couple of series. Osi Umenyiora, number 72, Giants second-round draft pick last year, is in at left defensive end. There he is. The Chiefs will start from their 9-yard line. That's the only change on defense for the Giants. Earlier, Bryson went out with a hamstring, and the Giants linebackers are Reggie Torbor, Quincy Monk, and Barrett Green. Trent Green resets the rookie Richard Smith. Green completes it to Tony Richardson, the fullback, out of the backfield. He's across the 20 to the 22-yard line. Very versatile Tony Richardson. 13-yard pickup. Richardson's 10th year out of Auburn.
Chiefs come out 2 tight ends. Big Richardson in the backfield. Expect to run, and they do exactly the opposite of what you expect.
You said big offensive machine. Defense let him down in the playoffs after a 13-3 season. Green wants to go deep. Too long. Tony Gonzalez was down the field. But too high and too far. Bring up a second down. For the most complete coverage of the football Giants, including press conferences, highlights, and breaking news, check out Giants.com. You can also access my Giants account on the web at Giants.com. That's the place to go. Phil does it, Harry does it, I do it. Tom Coughlin, he's got all the information to put on Giants.com. Trent Green's 4 for 8 thus far. On 2nd and 10. Larry Johnson, no gain. Good play by Keith Washington, who takes over as the starting defensive end this season.
He didn't get fooled by that formation or that play. The Chiefs go with 3 wide receivers. They spread them all out. But Washington sniffs the run. Again, they're trying to make you do the opposite of what it looks like or what you think they're going to do. They run the football from that spread offense. It doesn't fool the Giants' interior line.
Giants go with 6 defensive backs on 3rd and 11. Trent Green goes out of the shotgun. Green with time, steps up and fires, completes it to Richard Smith. Across midfield down to the 47-yard line. Will Allen upset. Good pass thrown by Trent Green, and Richard Smith, the rookie out of Arkansas, undrafted rookie, picks up 32 on the play.
Right here, just a long cut in on a square in the corner. Allen looks like he's trying to get some help on the inside. None is there. Big play by number 2. This guy's a rookie free agent, Arkansas. Sam, they say he just makes plays.
Brent Alexander in for the Giants at safety. The end around to Dante Hall. And he is out of bounds inside the 40 at the 39. The very dangerous Dante Hall. Small man, but boy, does he play big. You know him as a great returner, Pro Bowl returner. Scored 4 touchdowns on returns last season.
You'll see a pulling guard here, 68 here, but a good play also. It looked like this was going to be a bigger play as Sean Williams gets tied up, but you see Barrett Green, the new addition, a linebacker for the Giants. Harry, this guy can move.
2nd and 2 at the Giants 39. Larry Johnson picked up a block from Brian Waters, gets a first down at the 35-yard line. Will Peterson made the stop. Will Peterson coming back from injury. Stress fracture of his lower back. It cost him most of last season. Played only 5 games last season. Martin Chase, a free agent pickup for the Giants. Number 97 is in at defensive tackle. There's Will Peterson. Started his college career at Michigan, went to Western Illinois. Chase and Robbins the tackle. Screen pass set up. And on the move, Derek Blaylock down on the 21-yard line. Blaylock and Johnson are battling for the backup running back spot behind Priest Holmes. Pick up a 14 on the play.
Sam, beautifully executed by Blaylock and that offensive line. Just letting the guys get through on the defensive front for the Giants. Just swings it out to the left side of Blaylock. Nobody's there in a blue jersey until he's upfield. Good 10 yards.
First down at the Giants 22. On the run by Derek Blaylock. Third-year man out of Stephen F. Austin. Green with time and connects with Tony Gonzalez inside the 10. One of the great pass-catching tight ends in NFL history, Tony Gonzalez. What a weapon.
A tremendous weapon. He just uses his body effectively to screen himself from Sean Williams, the safety. Great safety valve for Green. Gonzalez just runs a curl pattern about 15 yards up the field and screens the safety Green from the ball.
9th play of the drive. 1st and goal at the 6-yard line for the Chiefs. Johnson and Richardson in the backfield. It's Larry Johnson with a couple of blocks. He piles his way inside the 5 to the 3. Harry, Giants defense struggling a little bit here.
Yeah, you would expect them to struggle right now because you've got 6 of the front 7 guys are new guys. It's going to take a while for these guys to mesh and really learn how to play together, especially against a team like the Kansas City Chiefs. I mean, the Chiefs were really hot last year on offense. It was on defense that they were having a problem. Their first team offense is in now. So you really don't expect this group of Giant defenders to fare well against the Kansas City offense.
On 2nd and goal, it's Larry Johnson. Tripped up, breaks free, goes to the goal line, and goes in. Touchdown. Johnson stayed on his feet as he slipped an ankle tackle. Giants defensive coordinator is Tim Lewis. He's upstairs in the press box. Certainly wants to find a way to stop the Chiefs.
Yeah, good forward momentum by Quincy Monk, the linebacker. Gets in penetration in the backfield, but a guy like Larry Johnson, you got to do more than try to ankle tackle that guy.
Lawrence Tynes, leading kicker in the Canadian Football League, puts it through. And the Chiefs have scored their last 2 times with the ball. This one a 91-yard drive. Larry Johnson takes it in for the Chiefs' second touchdown. It's 14-0, Kansas City.
This is why football is such a great team sport. You want to know why guys get into the end zone? Watch the receiver Richard Smith on the corner. William Peterson doesn't have to be too physical, just has to get in the way of that defender to allow a lane for the touchdown.
10 plays, 91-yard drive, took 5 minutes. Blocked by the rookie out of Arkansas, Richard Smith. Larry Johnson with a 3-yard touchdown run to cap off the 91-yard drive. Baker to kick off to Willie Ponder. Had a good return earlier. Ponder at the 7-yard line. And he gets through the first wave, and with some good strength. Good return by Willie Ponder.
That's 2 in a row, Sam. You want to see those guys running north and south with reckless abandon, and that's the second time Ponder's done it.
Giants let Delvin Joyce go last week. A lot of people felt he'd be the lead return guy, but Ponder's making a good run here.
Oh, you just see a lane and you got to get up. There's no dancing around. You might want to dance a little bit on punt returns, but not kickoff returns. You got to go north and south and do it in a hurry.
30-yard return. Kurt Warner remains in at quarterback. Giants start from the 38-yard line. Hilliard in motion. And Warner dropped the ball, and it's recovered by the Chiefs. John Browning was it? Let's see, was it ruled? Warner says it's an incomplete pass. The Chiefs think it's a fumble. The officials rule fumble. Warner spun around trying to set up a screen pass. Remember, he's had problems with the thumb and holding the football in the pass.
He's trying to fake a screen throw to the left. His left come back to the right, but the ball just slips right out of his hand. See a better look right here. The ball just came out of his hand. I don't know if he ever had a really good grip on it. There he goes right there. It just looks like he threw it right into the ground.
And let's see, the Giants, I believe, are challenging. Tom Coughlin is challenging the ruling on the field. He says so. Terry McCauley will check it out.
He's going to try to fake the screen to his left. Takes the ball from his left hand to his right hand. Doesn't look like he's got a good grip on it. Tries to pump fake it. And he was going to come back to the right to Tiki Barber.
No, that's a throwing motion. Remember the tuck rule and the...
That to me looks like the tuck rule, the throwing motion. It goes back to that New England game against the Raiders in the championship game a few years ago. The rule says if you're going to bring that ball back in.
Now here's one thing. The way he turned and where the ball dropped, was it a backwards pass? Harry, what do you think down there?
You know, Sam, prior to the game, it was raining here. The turf is wet, and it hasn't really dried completely. I think that might have had some kind of effect on the ball. The ball was thrown out of bounds earlier. I picked the ball up, and it was wet. And so, with Kurt Warner, in fairness to him, if the ball probably just slipped out of his hand.
Okay.
It's also a little muggy and humid down here on the field, so that can affect the ball as well.
If the ruling on the field stands, it'll be Chiefs ball at the Giants 24. As Terry McCauley continues to check it out. We'll tell you the Giants' 38th annual kickoff luncheon will be held Wednesday, September 1st at the Sheraton New York Hotel. The luncheon benefits the John V. Mara Cancer Research Unit, St. Vincent's Hospital Catholic Medical Centers of New York, and the John V. Mara CYO Camp. For more information, please call 212-356-4939. It is a great luncheon. All the players are there. It's something you would love to attend. Here's the ruling.
The quarterback lost the football, tucking it in. It is an incomplete pass.
Sam, you're right on it.
It'll be 2nd and 10 on the Giants 38. Please
So
set the game clock to
the
124. 124.
is successful for the Giants. This year, a new rule, you have two challenges. If both are successful, you get a third one. So Tom Coughlin has one more remaining. It is 2nd and 10 for the Giants on the 38-yard line. There is Dick Vermeil in his 4th year as head coach of the Kansas City Chiefs. Won the Super Bowl with Kurt Warner as his quarterback in 1999 season with the Rams. Took a year off, came back with the Chiefs. Has gone 6 and 10, 8 and 8, and last year 13 and 3. And a little joking going on, a little discussion with the officials about the overturn of the call. Here's 2nd and 10. Warner being pressured, gets away. Throwing for Tiki Barber, out of bounds, incomplete.
Well, that was an incomplete pass. Many people think that Kurt's a statue back there, can't get out of his own way, but twice in this game, and especially on that last play, he showed the ability to evade the rush just enough to get the pass away, even though it was incomplete.
And once again, it was the defensive end, Eric Hicks. There's Eli Manning. He's expected to come in sometime in the 2nd quarter and play till the end of the 3rd quarter. 3rd and 10. Blitz coming. Giants pick it up. Warner looking, flag on the play. Pass caught by Jawan Dawson at the 46, but there's a flag on the play, and it's going to be against the Giants. That's something that head coach Tom Coughlin wants to eliminate. Bad penalties, bad mistakes, which cost the team. Two penalties against the Giants.
Turnovers, penalties, injuries. Tom wants them all on a slow boat out of here.
There are 2 fouls on the play. Holding offense, number 67. That penalty's declined. Personal foul, chop block, offense, number 21, 15-yard penalty, 3rd down.
There's the catch by Dawson. Chris Snee was called for holding. That penalty was declined. Tiki Barber was called for a chop block, and that's a 15-yard personal foul penalty, and that penalty is accepted. The ball is brought back to the Giants 23. A little over a minute to go in the 1st quarter. Chiefs with a 14-0 lead. Rookie Chris Snee starting at right guard. Giants have to get to the 48 for a 1st down. Warner gets away from pressure and completes it to Marcellus Rivers. And he's got the 1st down. Kurt Warner was very close to the line of scrimmage. Just let it go. As he reached the line of scrimmage, he found Marcellus Rivers for 33 yards and a 1st down.
And that's just a breakdown play. Again, you talk about Kurt Warner's inability to move. Well, here again, he demonstrates he can evade the rush. As you say, Sam, close to the line of scrimmage. Marcellus Wiley does a nice job up the field of coming towards the quarterback, finding an open area, Marcellus Rivers, and getting the 1st down.
Ron Dane fights his way for a couple of yards down to the 42-yard line. Scott Fujita with the tackle. 1st quarter comes to an end with the Giants in Chiefs territory. The Chiefs scoring 2 touchdowns in the 1st quarter. Touchdown pass to Chris Wilson, run by Larry Johnson. Giants want to keep the offense going in the 2nd quarter. We'll be right back. Sam Rosen, Phil McConkey, Harry Carson at Giants Stadium. 1st preseason game. Tom Coughlin, new head coach of the Giants, 8 years. The Jacksonville Jaguars. Began as an assistant at Boston College. Philadelphia Eagles, first NFL job was with the Packers. You were there with him at the Packers.
4 weeks.
The play fake by Warner on second down. Big time pressure. He gets away. And now he's knocked down. Good effort by Warner. Nobody open on the play. Pressure all over the place. John Browning, the last man, got a piece of him.
Offensive line breakdown again. Defensive end just comes in unscathed. Pettigrew tries to get a block, but Warner shows some escapability, fighting for his life just to get close to the line of scrimmage. It's going to be a long developmental process for this offensive line, Sam. It's going to take all of preseason.
3rd and 9 for the Giants. Warner steps up, throws short to Tiki Barber. He's upended. There's a flag downfield.
Good interference.
It'll be, it's against the Chiefs. And if it is indeed against the Chiefs, it'll be a first down for the Giants.
Illegal contact. Defense. Number 24. 5-yard penalty. Automatic first down.
That's on William Barty, and again, that's the enforcement of the rule. More than 5 yards down the field, you can't bump that receiver and try to knock him out of his route. They want him to run his pattern free.
They want offense, they want points.
You would have liked that, right?
Yeah.
Don't bump me downfield. First down, Giants at the 38. First penalty for the Chiefs. Giants have 2. Across the line, coming hard, Ryan Sims.
Defense.
That's against
Number
Ryan
90.
Sims. Harry, what do you think so far?
First down.
You know, you guys talked earlier about the Kansas City Chiefs having an awesome offense. Defensively, they've struggled. What they've done is they brought back Gunther Cunningham, who's been a defense coordinator and head coach. And Gunther is one of those guys from the old school, Sam. I mean, he's about attacking people and just going after. And I think we're really seeing what the Kansas City Chiefs are going to be doing on defense. They're going to be going right after the quarterback and making good tackles.
1st and 5. Marcellus Rivers in motion for the Giants. It's Ron Dane down to the 31-yard line. Picked up a couple on the play. Ron Dane slimmed down this season, running at about 235, getting to the hole quickly. But Tom Coughlin says he wants him to be a power back.
What Tom Coughlin knows about this guy is you have to give this guy the ball 20, 25 times a game. Defensive players, Harry, you can attest, you get tired of tackling these big-thighed, powerful running backs, and in the 4th quarter, he's going to break a big one. He needs the ball. Let's see what he could do with it.
On 2nd and 3, it's Dane. Hit, but he's able to fall forward close to the first down marker. Good drive that time by Dane.
Your point is well taken here. Tom Coughlin wants him to be a power back. The Giants had a 1st and 5. You're going to see him get the ball again here, try to pick up the first down 3 times in a row.
It's going to be 3rd and 1. And this is a test. If indeed Dane gets the ball, this is a test for him, because in the past he's come up short because he gets a little tentative around the line of scrimmage.
And the offensive line the last few years haven't been built for a power game.
Jim Finn, the fullback, is in. 2 tight ends. Hilliard in motion. Ron Dane ran into the wall, fights his way through, and goes in for a touchdown. How about that?
They get tired of tackling him.
Dane kept the legs moving, kept the drive going, and it is a touchdown for the Giants. And that,
Sam, right up the middle, you'll see him get stuffed in the hole, but he's so big, so strong, those thighs are massive. He just bounces off that hit and just streaks into the end zone. A little more speed than people think.
you know what, Phil? That's reminiscent of the way he ran it at Wisconsin. We haven't seen that type of running from him since he was a rookie. He ran pretty well his rookie season with the Giants. The extra point by Bill Gramatica is good. 29-yard touchdown run by Ron Dane. He hit the wall, he bounced off, and he took it in. Giants are on the board. Tonight's Giants game is brought to you by Honda. The 2004 Honda clearance is here. Honda plus clearance, you do the math. By Wendy's. When it's late and you're hungry, remember that most Wendy's pickup windows are open till 1 a.m. And by Ford. Visit your local tri-state quality Ford store with the best-selling vehicles in America.
I think I see you at about 1 a.m. at Wendy's a few times.
Yeah, open late. Harry and I.
8 plays, 67 yards. Dane, 29-yard touchdown. The kickoff taken by Larry Johnson at the 10. A couple of good blocks. And a return across the 25. Good coverage that time by the Giants.
It's that number 85, Sam. David Tyree. Well, what a great 1-2 punch potentially for the Giants if the Giants can get what they think out of Ron Dane.
Todd Collins moves in at quarterback. You see his numbers from last season. Didn't play much with Trent Green there. 9th-year man out of Michigan. Was picked up on waivers by the Chiefs in 1998. Trent Green, 7 for 11, 111 yards, and 1 touchdown while he was in. Collins throws to Omar Easy. The fullback bounces away. Gets up to the 40-yard line. Is out of bounds at the 43. Poor tackling on the play that time.
Sean Williams comes up out of that safety spot. Thought it was going to be easy to tackle easy, but a 5-yard gain turns into a 17-yard gain.
The former Giant Chris Bober is in at center. Bober signed as a free agent. There's Omar Easy in the backfield with Larry Johnson. Outside to Johnson. Quincy Monk got a piece of him, not enough. William Peterson takes him out at the 43. Again, poor tackling on the play. Quincy Monk had a chance to make it a short pickup, but missed the tackle.
Yeah, similar type of play. This time to the left side of the Chiefs offense, a quick throw to the outside to a running back, and a linebacker this time can't make the play.
Pickup of 13 that time. 2 plays have picked up 30 yards. Chiefs at the Giants 43. Giants still have most of the first defensive unit out there. Osi Umenyiora is in at left defensive end. The play fake by Collins. Nobody open deep. And good coverage on the play as the pass goes incomplete. That was Quincy Monk covering the back out of the backfield, Larry Johnson.
Chiefs had 2 wide receivers downfield. The Giants had 4 of their defensive backs covering those 2 guys. Nowhere to go for the quarterback Collins. Decent protection by the Chiefs, but it broke down eventually.
Giants bring in Terry Cousin, defensive back that they picked up as a free agent. Cousin played the last 3 years with the Chicago Bears. Looked like Fred Robbins went offside. He did. The pass is incomplete. And it looks like the Chiefs will get a chance to. There's another field on the flag on the far side downfield, so got to check that one out too.
That brought
Side, defense, number 96, 5-yard penalty, 2nd down.
Well, that's a strange place for that flag. There's the encroachment offsides right there, but the flag comes from way upfield, or one of them. We thought it was going to be a different penalty.
On the far side, there was a flag close to the 1st down marker. Fred Robbins, free agent pickup, played with the Minnesota Vikings, 3-year starter. Outside to Sammy Parker, rookie out of Oregon, is taken out of bounds inside the 35 to 33, right at the 1st down marker.
You can see this offense, even with substitute wide receivers, how precise it is. Dick Vermeil had great offenses pretty much where he's been. Philadelphia, you think of Jaworski and Wilbert Montgomery and Harold Carmichael. Boy, Harry, those are some names.
Eli Manning getting ready to come in. The last play was just short of the first down marker. It's Larry Johnson diving, and it looks like he's got enough. He needed only inches, and he dives forward for a first down at the Giants 32. Giants' first defensive unit going most of this first half. As Phil mentioned, as Harry mentioned, so many changes. They need to play a lot. The bad news is that Nick Bryson went down first play of the game with a hamstring pull. As the Giants revamp their linebacking unit. Collins being pressured by Umanura, got away, dumped it off. Derek Blaylock with good speed down to the 10-yard line. Barrett Green chased him down. Sammy Parker with a good block.
Yeah, you said it, Sam. A little dump off here to the right side, to the back for Collins. Evades the rush. Watch the block by Sammy Parker, number 18, on almost Omar Stoutmire right there.
Ooh. The ball spotted just inside the 10. It's first and goal for the Chiefs after a 22-yard pickup. Collins, rush, down he goes. Norman Hand, known as a run stopper with that big size. It was about 330. Got in and made the stop.
Yeah, just from that left tackle spot. Got past the line of scrimmage and the offensive lineman. I feel like the right guard was trying to brush him off and look for help somewhere else. It was not there, obviously.
Terry Cousin in again as the Giants go with 5 defensive backs. Norman's a little bigger than 310. Trust me on that. Blaylock trying to get outside, brought down by Will Allen. There's a flag on the play. Holding against the Chiefs is the call.
Holding, offense, number 40, 10-yard penalty, second down.
It's on the rookie tight end, Chris Wilson. And they'll mark off 10. This drive started, or this series of downs started just inside the Giants' 10-yard line. So it'll be second and goal from the 29. The sack and the penalty pushing the Chiefs back. And a chant of defense up from the crowd. Collins pressured, almost intercepted. He was hit as he threw. Keith Washington with good pressure and a good hit on Todd Collins.
Giants defense starting to get a little bit more active. Front four putting pressure, right defensive end. Keith Washington gets up, blows by his man, the left tackle. Collins ill-advisedly gets rid of the ball, almost intercepted, like you said, Sam, by the Giants. Good play by Washington.
Third and goal from the 29. Two rookie wide receivers left, John Booth and Sammy Parker. 4 wide receivers in for the Chiefs. Giants blitz coming. They dump it off to Blaylock. Picks up a couple of blocks. Tripped up, keeps going. Back to the original line of scrimmage, the 9-yard line. And there's an injured Giant on the field. Sean Williams made the tackle. Keith Washington is hurting. 19-yard pickup on the play, but concern now for Keith Washington. We'll step out for a moment. With 8 minutes to go in the first half, the Chiefs leading 14-7.
We're back. Giants preseason football, Sam Rosen, Phil McConkey, Harry Carson. Take a look here. You'll see Keith Washington get a hand to his face. It looks like the left tackle, Jordan Black, gets his hands up into the face of Keith Washington, who maybe got poked in the eye.
28-yard field goal attempt for Lawrence Tynes out of Baker's hole. The kick is good. So the Chiefs add to their lead. It's now 17-7. We will see the Giants' debut of Eli Manning after the kickoff. Tynes has played well in preseason. Harry, what do you have?
Well, guys, in early June, the Giant fans lost a tremendous and loyal Giant player, coach, and scout, Rosie Brown, who played with the Giants or was associated with the Giants for more than 50 years. A Pro Football Hall of Famer passed away. It's a tremendous loss for the organization because the Giant organization is one that it is family. When I was in college, Rosie Brown came and scouted me, and I was really impressed that Rosie Brown and Emlyn Tennell, both Hall of Famers, came to scout me at Little South Carolina State. So the Giants this season will be remembering Rosie Brown, wearing number 79 with RB on their helmets all season, with the exception of the second game, because that game, the entire NFL will be recognizing and honoring Pat Tillman for his sacrifices in Afghanistan and Iraq. Back up to you guys.
Thank you, Harry. And all Giants fans think of Rosie Brown, one of the greats of all time. Baker's kickoff, Willie Ponder at the goal line. Good speed, found the hole, good return. Giants may have found themselves a return man.
He'll run up the back of his own guys.
Willie Ponder, 33-yard return. Cheers for Eli Manning. He's about to make his Giants debut. Eli Manning's first pass was caught and then dropped by Vicente Schenko, the tight end. Eli Manning, the rookie out of Ole Miss, who was traded to the Giants, picked first overall by the San Diego Chargers.
Three-step drop, throw to the tight end. Looked like Schenko had the ball. Came loose, called it incomplete. Nothing too difficult, no 5 or 7 step drop. Let the play develop for Eli on his first play. Coughlin decides go 3 steps, get rid of the ball.
There's Kurt Warner, who was 3 for 7, 49 yards while he was in. Ron Dane, big hole, and another big gainer. Race for the goal line. Dane wins the race. Touchdown. It's Ron Dane night.
I think he can run a little bit.
Did he show some speed? 67 yards. Ron Dane's second touchdown of the game.
Off the right side, play fake, and then back to the right. Ron Dane off some great blocking, never gets touched, but how impressive is he sprinting, outrunning the defensive backs of the Kansas City Chiefs.
Gramatica's kick is good. It's a 17-14 game, and Eli Manning got upstaged by Ron Dane. It's a big night for Dane. He's proving himself to his new head coach.
Back with Giants preseason football, the Giants on a fake run to the left side. Stokes, number 79, a new addition to the Giants, pulls to lead to the right side for Ron Dane. Ron Dane takes the handoff from Eli Manning. Stokes out in front, and once Dane pierces the line of scrimmage, he shows sprinter speed for a guy that weighs about 240 pounds.
Great run, good block. Derek Blaylock on the return from the 6. Good blocking. Finds the hole, flag on the play. Ball pops loose. Big pileup. Giants say they have it. Omar Stoutmire pointing the Giants' way. There is a flag down. Got to check that out. And Chiefs have come up with the ball. Now we'll check out the flag.
During return, illegal block in the back. Receiving team, number 43, 10-yard penalty, first down.
Omar Easy, the fullback, called for the illegal block.
Well, that ball gets knocked out by, looks like he dropped it. Omar Stoutmire makes the tackle. Then that ball just goes wild, bouncing around. Normally the defensive team has the advantage. They see the ball. Mad scramble, bottom of the pile. Who knows how many times they changed possessions down there.
And that was Bill Gramatica, the kicker, down at the bottom of the pile, reaching for it.
He got hurt on this field a few years ago playing for the Cardinals, Arizona Cardinals. He made a field goal, celebrated, jumped up in the air, came down, injured his knee.
The Chiefs will start for their 16-yard line. The Giants make changes up front. Number 76 for the Giants is Lance Legree. Number 70 is in. Khalid Vaughn, number 76, in at left defensive end. Lance Legree in at tackle. Number 97, Martin Chase, is the other tackle. And Osi Urmanyora is in at defensive end. Reggie Torbor, Kevin Lewis, number 59, has come in at linebacker. And Wesley Mallard, number 53, Harry's number. On second down, Todd Collins. Outside, Richard Smith, a rookie out of Arkansas, two-sport man at Arkansas, was an outstanding track and field star.
With all the receivers injured, Smith has gotten plenty of repetitions this summer, and he's going to probably make the squad as a rookie free agent, something that's very difficult to do in this league.
15-yard pickup.
Say the guy just makes plays. That was a precise 15-yard stop, out cut. Nice pass by Todd Collins.
Derek Blaylock, short pickup to the 35-yard line. Picked up about 2 on the play. Giants defensive backfield has Terry Cousin, number 22, at one corner. Brent Alexander, number 26. Gibril Wilson, number 28, are the safeties. And Frank Walker should be and is the other cornerback. The right corner, there he is. Second-year man out of Tuskegee. 2nd and 8 for the Chiefs. Giants trail by 3. Good play fake. Collins through the hands of Chris Wilson. So the rookie's made some good plays and he's dropped a couple. Bring up 3rd and 8.
Chris Wilson running a crossing pattern. Wesley Mallard in good position. In and out of Wilson's hands.
Mallard trying to establish himself as an every down linebacker and a good special teams player. See Todd Collins' numbers since coming in after Trent Green started. Sean Williams is in. Giants have 6 defensive backs. Collins stepping up, fires, and it is caught by Smith. Will Allen had a chance to break it up and he missed. And Richard Smith makes the catch. It's a first down. Kansas City at the Giants 39. 26-yard pickup.
Giants bring a blitz from the right side. Collins just steps up into the pocket. Richard Smith runs a deep in cut. Will Allen is right there. Looks like he's going to knock the ball down, but Mr. Make a Play made a play.
Giants have been burned on 3rd down several times this evening. It's Omar Easy carrying, and he's dropped short of the line of scrimmage.
Lewis, nice play from his linebacker position. Came up, filled the hole.
Kevin Lewis, the backup. This guy can play every linebacking position. Fifth-year man out of Duke. Outstanding special teams player. Giants make some changes. Bring in 5 defensive backs. Collins breaking open. John Booth falls forward to the 20-yard line. First-year man out of Mid-America Nazarene. 19-yard pickup.
Yeah, slot to the left. Just a crossing route. Booth beats his man Wilson, the corner. You can see him right here. Just get inside the defensive back. The corner falls down. Booth makes the catch for first down.
First down, Chiefs at the 20-yard line. Marvin Brown in motion out of the backfield. Over the middle, Chris Horn inside the 10. His helmet goes flying on the hit from Reggie Torbor. But he held on, and it's a first down at the 7-yard line.
Man, you got to love these receivers. They get their heads knocked off and get back up, hang on to the ball and get up, walk back to the huddle.
Reggie Torbor, Giants' 4th-round pick, a rookie out of Auburn, goes 6'2", 254. First and goal for the Chiefs. Blaylock, flags on the play. Ridden out of bounds at the 6-yard line. We'll check out the flag.
Looks like the Giants may have jumped, but remember, Sam, this drive again started on that kickoff. When that ball was bouncing around, the Giants had a chance to jump on it. And you could see Tom Coughlin was irate that they didn't get the ball, because these things happen after you miss an opportunity.
Illegal formation, offense. The tight end was covered. 5-yard penalty, first down.
Too many men up on the line of scrimmage. Brings the penalty against the Chiefs, and they bring it back to the 12-yard line.
A wide receiver on that side of the tight end should have been off the line of scrimmage, and as you said, Sam, came up on the line of scrimmage. Too many guys.
First and goal at the 12. Off the play fake, Collins. Omar Easy hit as he caught it. Wesley Mallard making the stop. And we have reached the 2-minute warning with 1:57 to go in the first half. The Chiefs threatening. They scored first. They had a 14-0 lead. The Giants have gotten back in it. Chiefs leading the Giants 17-14. Back at Giants Stadium, you can score a touchdown for teens. The Giants and United Way of New York have created Giants Touchdown for Teens. Now you can donate game tickets to underprivileged children and make a difference in a teenager's life. Visit Giants.com to find out how you can score with Giants Touchdown for Teens. Eli Manning wanted to get a little more action here. The 2 plays.
Second play was a touchdown.
Good handoff to Ron Dane. Second and goal, Chiefs at the Giants' 6-yard line. Umenyiora, Legree, Chase, and Vaughn up front for the Giants. Collins. And a pass caught by Chris Horn on the 1-yard line. Bring up a 3rd and goal.
Another nice play by Horn. It looks like he was doing the splits on the ground when he caught the ball. See Horn just doing the complete splits on the ground. Gets his elbows underneath. Referee had a good look at it.
3rd and goal at the 1. Omar Easy for the touchdown. Over the top for the 3rd-year man from Penn State, Omar Easy. And the Chiefs have their 3rd touchdown of the game. They've opened up a 9-point lead, looking to make it 10.
Power football. 2 tight ends, 3 tight ends, a back. Easy up over the top. Giants defensive line got low, but no linebackers to come up and fill.
Lawrence Tynes for the extra point. And it's right through. And the Chiefs have a 24-14 lead on the Giants. Giants defense has given up a few long drives in this one as they look to blend together as a unit. They're down by 10. Chiefs have had a 91-yard scoring drive and an 84-yard touchdown drive.
We're a better football team. Now, when we play some man-to-man coverage, we got to be sticky. We got to get ourselves close to these people.
Eli Manning getting set to return. Willie Ponder from the 1. Spun around, this time stopped at the 22-yard line. And cheers for Eli Manning again as he returns to the field. Manning is tall, taller than I thought, Phil, when I met him.
So he's got all the tools, the most important, the poise part. But as we said in the open again, Sam, the speed of the game picks up once you make this jump to the level of pro football.
And now working behind the second offensive line. With time, he fires and completes it. Flags go down. Marcellus Rivers, the tight end, with his second grab up at the 37-yard line. Let's check out the flags. Both against Kansas City.
It's the second time now quarterback Manning has gone to his tight end, Rivers.
Fouls on the play. 2 fouls on the play. Holding, defense, number 26. That penalty's declined. Holding, illegal contact, defense, number 56. That penalty's also declined. First down.
2 flags, both declined as the pickup is up to the 37-yard line. Gain of 15 on the play. Giants 2-minute drill, and Manning has run the 2-minute drill very well in training camp up in Albany. A little over a minute to go in the first half. He throws and he finds Jawan Dawson. Slips a couple of men, goes inside the 40. And the Giants call timeout, their first. 24-yard pickup. Nice throws by Eli Manning.
I think the thing you got to be impressed with is he knew where he wanted to go with the football. He got it there in a hurry. He threw the ball, Sam, before the receiver even turned around. Eli knew where Dawson was going to be before Dawson did and just delivered a strike. And then a nice play running with the ball after the catch.
With James McKnight injured, Jawan Dawson has a chance. Giants are looking for depth at wide receiver.
Yeah, his 5th year in the league, Dawson. The guy that Tom Coughlin spoke about in our discussion earlier, Sam, got a good chance.
Giants a first down at the Chiefs' 39-yard line, 53 seconds remaining in the first half. Giants down by 10. Ron Dane in the backfield. 4 wide receivers, quick release, actually 3 wide receivers, and the tight end was split out. That pass released on the blitz, intended for Willie Ponder.
Yeah, I'm not sure if Willie Ponder was supposed to break off his route, but Eli thought he was going to break it off. Got rid of the ball quickly before the rush got there. Again, he recognized what was in front of him. They come with the blitz, does what he's supposed to do, get rid of the football.
What's impressive to me, Phil, is his poise, his understanding of the offense, his grasp of the offense. He studies real hard. Manning, short drop, up top, deep, and it's incomplete, the flag on the play. Willie Ponder, the intended receiver, And it's against the Chiefs. Julian Battle, the second-year cornerback out of Tennessee.
Pass interference, defense, number 26, automatic first down.
Good job by Ponder, battling his way downfield.
Yeah, Eli throws the ball up for the receiver to have a chance to catch the ball. Defensive back looks back late and kind of manhandles Ponder.
Ian Allen at left tackle for the Giants. First and 10 at the 19. Rondane. That time the Chiefs wrap him up. No gain on the play. Cliff Crosby, cornerback, came up to make the initial contact, and the Giants used their second timeout. 35 seconds remaining in the first half. Giants trailing 24-14.
Ladies and gentlemen, hotels, the official sporting goods store of the Giants, is open to Giants fans.
As we like to do in our preseason, we send you greetings from Albany, where the Giants hold their training camp and continue. And many fans turn out, great fan turnout and support up at Albany. And after practices, the Giants are there to sign autographs. Great facility. Eli Manning sometimes signs so many his hand hurts. Second and 10. Being rushed. Down he goes. Blasting through was Jimmy Wilkerson, number 66. And the Giants call another timeout. That's their final timeout of the first half.
David Deal looked like he was the right tackle, responsible for the defensive end. Eli never felt him, never saw him until it was too late. That rush coming from his right side.
So the ball spotted at the 28-yard line. David Deal, number 66, has remained in as the Giants want him to get more work at the right tackle position. He played all 16 games as a rookie last season as the starting right guard. Chris Snead remains in at right guard. Giants have to get inside the 10 for a first down. Manning being rushed. Pass is caught at the 25-yard line by Jawan Dawson. Giants are out of timeouts. Clock is running. They've got to get the field goal kicking unit on. Feagles will hold. Grammatica will attempt a 42-yarder. They get it off, and Grammatica puts it through. So without timeouts, Giants did a good job.
That's what Tom Coughlin practices. Not many teams would have been able to execute that play successfully.
Good job by the Giants special teams unit, getting on the field, getting set, and not getting a penalty on the field goal. Harry, down to you.
Coach, you've had good points and bad points. The play of Rondane has to be the absolute.
That's a plus. There's no question about that.
What did you see in him that the other regime did not see in him?
We just asked him to take pride in himself and prove to me he was a football player. And he worked every day from the time I got here on to prove it. And so, you know, he's earned that. And I'm glad to see him do well tonight. We got a long way to go. Obviously, we haven't made the punt. And it's very difficult. They're an outstanding football team. But, you know, we've made some mistakes. We've had some opportunities to intercept balls. We've turned those down. But we got a whole second half to play, so we're going to be excited about that.
All right, Coach. Well, good luck in the second half. Back up to you guys.
Thank you, Harry. Thanks to Coach Tom Coughlin. First half completed. Kansas City Chiefs getting out to a 14-0 lead. Giants coming back at them. Put 3 points up at the end of the half. It's 24-17 at halftime. They punted once. Sam Rosen, Phil McConkey, Harry Carson back at Giants Stadium. Moments away from the start of the second half. Giants trailing the Kansas City Chiefs 24-17. And as Tom Coughlin told Harry Carson, mistakes, but he seemed very upbeat about heading into that second half and seeing what his team can do in the second half. Eli Manning, 3 for 5 in the first half. Chiefs had a couple of long drives. This Larry Johnson run capped off a 91-yard drive.
Sam Larry Johnson, the Penn State guy, they looked for him to maybe spell Priest Holmes a little bit.
And how about Ron Dane?
Yeah, how about Ron Dane? I mean, the Giants found something tonight they've been looking for about 5 years. And this guy's demonstrated finally what he can do given the opportunity. That touchdown, he just bounced off one man, and here he showed some speed, Sam, that I'll bet the Kansas City Chiefs, or the people in the stadium, nobody thought that this guy was going to outrun that entire team.
And a celebration with Tiki Barber. 24-17. The big negative, Giants giving up 311 yards to Kansas City. Chiefs had 19 first downs to 9 for the Giants. Ron Dane accumulating most of that 122 yards rushing with 102. And the Chiefs made a lot of big plays on third down, I thought, Phil.
Yeah, they did, Sam, and they were opportunistic. There were a couple chances the Giants had of stopping drives, picking up a loose ball or intercepting that they couldn't convert.
Eli Manning will play the third quarter, and Jesse Palmer will get the fourth quarter in this game. Giants will receive to start the second half, and Curtis Keaton. Giants recently picked him up as a free agent, third-year running back who has played with Cincinnati and New Orleans, did not play last season. Keaton takes it at the 5. Slipped a tackle and is wrestled out of bounds at the 25-yard line. Eli Manning, who put 3 points on the board with a 2-minute drill. David Deal remains in at right tackle. Chris Nee at right guard. Wayne Lucier is the center. Scott Peters, the left guard, and Ian Allen, the left tackle. So a long look for Snee and Deal on the right side. Dane, big hole, and another nice run by Ron Dane. Charles Stackhouse, the fullback, led him through the hole. Impressive stuff so far.
Good blocking. Like you said, the fullback Stackhouse. Ron is running north and south. He's very assertive. He looks like he knows where he wants to go with the football, unlike the past where he was indecisive.
Marcellus Rivers, tight end to the right side. Play fake, Manning outside, and he completes it to Jawan Dawson, who's hit immediately at the 45. Just before the second half started, Harry caught up with the head coach of the Kansas City Chiefs, Dick Vermeil, to talk about tonight's game.
Okay, Coach, you're up 24-17. Guys came out and looked pretty good. You really took it to the Giants in the first half. What'd you tell you guys at halftime?
Well, we've got a lot of other players going to go in and play, and we expect them to play well. You know, just because you're a third or a backup, that doesn't mean you have an excuse for not going on that field and play like a professional football player. And we've done some good things, we've done some lousy things. Overall, offensively, I thought we executed pretty well, and our backup quarterback, Todd Collins, did a nice job, too.
All right, Coach.
Yeah.
I thank you for your time.
Yeah, thank you.
All right, good luck in the second half. Thank you. Back up to you guys.
Harry, you told us he helped Dick Vermeil win the Super Bowl.
Give a motivational speech
Super Bowl that year.
The year the Rams started out. I think Dick was trying to recruit Harry to play linebacker for him.
Here's third and about 1.5 yards. Stackhouse and Dane in the backfield. Motion, Willie Ponder. Dane. And it's going to be very close. I think he's going to be a little short. Dane this time comes up short, and that upsets Tom Coughlin. He wants that 1.5 yards on 3rd down.
Well, they try the right side of the line. You talked about Snee and Deal making up the new right side.
Going to bring out the chains to officially check. And not by much. Wow, that's not much. Fans want them to go for it. Giants are going to go for it.
Stackhouse looking for somebody to block, but it's the left side of the Giants offensive line that allows penetration. You know, we're talking about the right side maybe not doing their job, but Sam, I think it was the left side of the Giants offensive line that blew that play.
Lionel Dalton got in and made the tackle, but here is 4th and inches, as you saw. And here's the head coach taking a look at his team, seeing what they can do on a 4th down play. 2 tight ends. Shanko left, Rivers right. Stackhouse and Dane in the backfield. Ponder in motion. Dane. Whoa. I don't know.
Nope. Too much penetration. Didn't get the first down.
Now, is that the line's fault or the back's fault or both?
I mean, he looked like, to me, it looked like Ron Dane ran into the line hard, but if there's nowhere to go, there's nowhere to go. You could see the line of scrimmage move into the Giants' backfield, their side of the field.
Here come the chains one more time.
Now, not even close. He's short of the first down. Now, backside, here it is again. You know, you want to look at the right side of the Giants offensive line and say they're to blame for not making the first down, but it was backside penetration again that foiled the short yard situation.
No gain. No gain at all. Giants turn it over on downs. Chiefs take over just inside Giants territory. Disappointed Todd Coughlin talks to his running back Ron Dane. Giants' 38th annual kickoff luncheon is Wednesday, September 1st at the Sheraton New York Hotel. For information, call 212-356-4939. A great event. All the Giants will be there, and it benefits the John V. Mara Cancer Research Unit, St. Vincent's Hospital Catholic Medical Centers of New York, and the John V. Mara CYO camp. Chiefs from the Giants, 49 with Todd Collins in at quarterback. Giants' second defensive unit in. Omar Easy, short gain, flag on the play. Looks like it'll be against the Chiefs.
Looks like a holding on a defensive lineman. This second unit of the Giants.
Offense, number 65, 10-yard penalty, first down.
Jordan Black, the guard, called for holding.
Second unit of the Giants defensive line playing pretty well, Sam. O.C. Uemura. That's a 55, 65 just tackling Uemura.
Uemura, Legree, Chase, and Vaughn up front for the Giants. Chris Wilson, Terry Cousin with a good tackle. Brings him down short of the line of scrimmage, or at the line of scrimmage, I should say.
That's a play that the Giants linebacker in the corner missed earlier to pick up big gains for the Chiefs, but Terry Cousins, a veteran, he's seen that a few times.
8th year out of South Carolina. Terry Cousin played for the Bears, Atlanta, Miami, Carolina. 2nd and 20 for the Chiefs. Whoop, stop it. Stop the play. That would indicate that the Chiefs moved and drew the Giants offside.
I thought the quarterback, Collins, may have jerked his head. He had a real hard count going there. He might have brought off or set off one of his own guys.
False start, offense, number 72, 5-yard penalty, second down.
Darnell Alford, fourth-year man out of Boston College, called for the false start. So the Chiefs piling up some penalties here. Brings them back to the 36-yard line. They've got to get to the Giants' 39 for a first down. Giants have Mallard, Lewis, and Torbor at linebackers. Pressure on Collins. Humaniora after him. He threw it away, but he was outside the pocket as Humaniora was after him. Giants want O.C. Humaniora to do this. This is what they need from him.
Well, the guy's very athletic. He's got a lot of speed for a big defensive end. Chases down the quarterback. The Giants linebackers and defensive backs sniffed out the screen.
O.C. Humaniora, second-year man from Troy State. Second-round draft pick last year. William Joseph, the first-round pick, still not practicing after surgery this summer. The handoff inside, a short gain up to the 40, and a good series for the Giants defense. Reggie Torbor, number 58, made the stop. Wesley Mallard heading off. Only the second punt of the game. The first punt for the Chiefs was on the first series. Jason Baker will do the punting. And Curtis DeLoach, rookie out of North Carolina A&T, is deep. Good high punt. DeLoach dropped the ball, and it's loose. Rivers missed it. Chiefs have recovered on the 6. There is a flag on the play. Giants looking for punt returners, and Curtis DeLoach won't help himself with that play.
Well, that ball looked like it was difficult when it was in the air to catch it. It wasn't a spiral. It's kind of an end over end. Makes it a little bit more difficult. But DeLoach had time. Nobody was around him to make the catch.
Boy, DeLoach got an earful from Tom Coughlin coming off the field.
I was just about to say, this looks like a Tom Coughlin coached game. No turnovers, 3 penalties in the first half. Well, you see he's drifting. His elbows are out in front of him. This may be a penalty on the Chiefs, the way the Giants on the field. He was never in position to make that catch.
Long discussion by the officials. Curtis DeLoach, 22 years old, free agent, undrafted free agent.
Illegal batting, kicking team, number 55, 10-yard penalty, previous spot, fourth down.
So they say it was Gary Stills who batted the ball. And apparently he's saying it wasn't intentional. So the Giants get a break and will be able to get the ball back. Here's Gary Stills.
I'm still trying to figure this one out.
Yeah. No.
It looked,
when
the ball was fumbled. It was touched by the return man.
DeLoach,
unless he didn't. Well, it's batted, but I think that DeLoach touched the football. Obviously, he didn't.
It certainly didn't look intentional. I thought it kind of glanced off his hands, but nevertheless, a break for the Giants on the illegal batting penalty. Baker gets it away. DeLoach waits for a fair catch. Makes the catch on the 21. So the coach gave him another chance. 49-yard punt, no return, but the Giants have possession. Early third quarter, Giants down by 7. Eli Manning at quarterback. We'll be right back. Curtis Deloach. It looked like he muffed the initial punt, but the illegal batting penalty gave him another chance.
I'm not so sure about that call. I think those officials blew one. But it's preseason. They'll get reviewed, and
certainly wasn't intentionally batted, I didn't think. Giants spread formation, nobody out in the backfield. Short drop, Manning in trouble, down he goes. Jared Allen, rookie out of Idaho State, getting in on Eli Manning. The line remains the same. Deal and Snee on the right side, Lucier in the middle.
Now just from his left side, Ian Allen just gets beat to the inside. Manning has no time to get the ball off. No backs in the backfield to help out.
Ian Allen and Scott Peters on the left side, and Ian Allen lost his starting job this training camp. He came to camp as the starting tackle, and he's lost that job. Handoff inside. That's Chris Douglas, number 47, flag on the play. Douglas, a rookie out of Duke. Giants looking for depth at the running back position. We know Tiki Barber, we know Ron Dane. After that,
we don't know.
We don't know at all. Chris Douglas
holding
in camp.
Offense, number 63. Penalties decline. Third down.
Curtis Keaton, Joffrey Reynolds.
There's some pretty talented running backs still out there. I mean, if none of these guys develop, I'm sure Ernie Accorsi and his staff will be looking at a waiver wire at some point.
Penalty decline. Scott Peters, number 63. The second-year guard out of Arizona State was called on the holding penalty. Giants have to get to the 31 for a first down. Here comes the blitz. Manning gets rid of it, almost intercepted by one-time Giant Lyle West. Number 30, Lyle West, dropped it.
The Chiefs are showing no mercy for the Giants' offensive line or the rookie quarterback. Just trying to get the ball out to the tight end Rivers. West reads the play and jumps the ball. Now that's something that Eli will learn. The pace of this game, the tempo and the speed.
Jeff Feagles to punt. Just gets it out of there. Flags down. 3 flags down deep in Chiefs territory.
Too many men on the field?
Horn caught it. Yeah, I think you're exactly right. However, that will not give the Giants a first down. Eli Manning looking on.
Receiving team, 12 men on the field. 5-yard penalty. Fourth down.
So the Giants get another chance to punt. I think that's one thing Dick Vermeil will be a little upset about with his team. A lot of penalties they've taken. Tom Coughlin with a serious look on his face.
You're not going to see much else than that.
He's all business. But you know what I like, Phil? What's impressed me the most is everything is about what it takes to win. And he is impressing that on his players. Feagles gets it away again. And Horn with a fair catch at the 37-yard line. Giants unable to get anything going offensively. The punt is 39 yards. Giants trailing the Chiefs 24-17. We'll be right back. Okay, ladies, are you ready for some football? On Monday, October 4th, the Giants host the 7th annual Football 101 program for women. Join your favorite players as they teach you the basics of football, all to benefit the Giants Courage House, a domestic violence center for women and children in Westchester. Visit Giants.com for more information. Rain is held off. There was some rain before the game, but it's held off. The people who have turned out have seen some good action in the first half. Ron Dane running for 2 touchdowns, 67 and 29 yards. Chiefs with Todd Collins still a quarterback. Go from the 36. Outside, it's complete to Fletcher. And Frank Walker makes the stop on Zach Fletcher, first-year man out of Alabama.
Frank Walker came on late last year, made some nice plays, an exciting player. Giants have a lot of hope for him as a backup corner.
He had 2 interceptions, 1 return for a touchdown. Well, he and Terry Cousin will provide depth at the cornerback position. 2nd and 5. Omar Easy with good power gets up to the 45-yard line. Bring up a 3rd and 1.
Look at this Giants defense, Sam. I think the problems are down the middle. You know, the two new defensive tackles, new set of linebackers, you know, up the middle. Secondary of the outsides, you know, with Michael Strahan and Washington. You know, your corners set, Sean Williams.
Still a battle at free safety. Omar Stoutmeyer and Brent Alexander. Easy with a couple of blockers, gets the first down and gets up to the 49-yard line. Let's see what Harry's got on the sideline. Harry, it's all yours.
Guys, I'm holding a Jeremy Shockey jersey. I really should be holding a Harry Carson jersey. But this is the 80th year of the New York Giants franchise. It started in 1925, and it's 2004. This is the 80th year, and the players will be wearing this patch all season commemorating 80 years of Giant football. Now, Phil McConkey was here from the beginning. I mean, he looks very young. No, it's 80 great years of Giant football. Back up to you guys.
I thought that 80 was a McConkey jersey that Harry had in his closet.
80-80.
Speaking of Jeremy Shockey, he has begun working out. He'll increase his workouts beginning Sunday when the Giants go back to practicing. How soon he gets on the field for a game is still up in the air, but he started practicing the other day, took some reps, and came out okay. Nothing more than the normal soreness. 2nd and 10, and that'll be good news for the Giants. Easy. No gain.
That's Humaniora again from that defensive end position. And we talked about his athleticism and his speed, and he's been all around the ball. He's been whooping that offensive tackle that's been opposite him. I mean, he made some nice plays, started to develop at the end of last year.
I think he's a player that fits into Tim Lewis's defensive scheme very well. He too, much like Gunther Cunningham, wants his guys to get upfield. He wants pressure on the quarterback. Out of the shotgun on 3rd and 10. Collins. And that pass was tipped. Humaniora get a piece of that?
Yeah, that's Humaniora slipping through again. Harry, as a defensive guy, you've got to prefer that attack-style defense rather than read and react.
Problem with defenses, you know, some defensive coordinators come in and they have a read and react. You know, that really is murder for defenses. Defenses want to attack. They want to go after people. And I think that's what Tim Lewis brings to the Giant organization this year. And I also think that's what Gunther Cunningham brings to the Kansas City Chiefs.
A familiar name, Rodney Williams, former Giant, punts it away. And on the return, Avion Black, just recently signed by the Giants. Former punt returner with the Houston Texans. Brought down at the 16-yard line. Giants on offense as we get late into the 3rd quarter. Eli Manning still in the ball game. Giants trailing by 7. Back at Giants Stadium. Giants start from their 17 with Eli Manning at quarterback, and David Deal and Chris Snee, who worked well into the 3rd quarter on the right side of the offensive line, are now out. Rookie Greg Walker, number 73, is in at right tackle. He's out of Clemson. goes 6'5", 340. And Travis Scott, second-year man out of Arizona State, is in at right guard. Manning completes to Willie Ponder. Picked up about 5, maybe 6 on the play. Giants have Chris Douglas, number 47, at running back. Charles Stackhouse is the fullback.
You know, you talk about Greg Walker coming in at right tackle, Sam, and he's one of the guys that Tom Coughlin talked about earlier. Has been very impressive at times during camp.
Chiefs showing blitz. Here they come. Chris Douglas across the 25. Maybe a little bit short of the first down. Looks like about a yard short. Douglas, an undrafted free agent, 6 feet, 190 pounds. Rookie out of Duke. Tom Coughlin did some shuffling of rookie running backs the last couple of weeks. There's third and a little less than a yard. Marcellus Rivers in motion. Manning wants to put it up. He's in trouble and throws it away. Too high for Charles Stackhouse. Big time pressure on Eli Manning.
Second time in a row, the Giants have had third and very short. First time Rondane goes up the middle, gets stuffed. This time they try to throw the ball. Got a blitz coming. Giants running back 47 just picks up Douglas picks up the blitz nicely, but Manning just doesn't have enough time to find anybody.
Beagles fourth punt toward the sideline and out of bounds. There's a flag on the play at the line of scrimmage. And it looks like it's going to be against the Giants. False start. Giants have not been guilty of many penalties in the game. I think any penalty bothers Tom Coughlin.
Illegal formation. Offense. Not enough men on the line of scrimmage. 5-yard penalty. Fourth down.
My apologies on the call on the penalty. Illegal formation. Fourth penalty of the game on the Giants.
That's a great indication of Tom Coughlin and the way he coaches his team. The Chiefs are the experienced group. They've been around together, been around each other for a long time. And they got more than twice the penalties that the Giants have with all new players.
Beagles. Good high kick. Chris Horn takes it, slowed down, and taken down. Good coverage by the Giants on the play.
Beagles is a great weapon.
Yes, and so is David Tyree, who led the team in tackles last year.
He's on his way to a Pro Bowl. I see it in this kid's future as a cover guy.
Giants season ticket holders, manage your tickets online and make the most of your investment. Forward tickets you can't use to friends, family, or clients, even at the last minute. You can also buy or sell extra tickets to waitlist members on the Giants Ticket Exchange. Your season tickets never have to go unused again. Visit Giants.com to access My Giants account for more information. Casey Clausen is in at quarterback. Rookie out of Tennessee. Omar Easy ridden out of bounds. Clausen, a 4-year starter at Tennessee, is second all-time in most passing categories to one man, Peyton Manning, at Tennessee. The other quarterback the Chiefs had, they brought in Damon Heward, signed him as a free agent. He was in New England for a couple of seasons. He's out. He was injured in a combined practice that the Chiefs had. There he is with the Minnesota Vikings. Omar Easy with a couple of blockers. big hitting going on, and that's something that Tom Coughlin talked about with Harry Carson. Physical play.
Poise, physical play, no fumbles, no turnovers, no penalties. I mean, it goes on and on. That's his mantra.
Don't beat yourself. Play with effort, be physical, exhibit game poise. Ford providing Coach Coughlin's keys to the game. 3rd and 1 for the Chiefs. Late third quarter. Todd Collins, while he was in there, 13 for 19, 165 yards. Omar Easy. He bowls over the Giant tackler, but there are flags on the play. Holding against the Chiefs negates the first down.
I thought Collins looked really good the time he was in as a backup for Trent Green.
Holding offense, number 64, 10-yard penalty, 3rd down.
11 penalties for the Kansas City Chiefs.
Lance Legree was the one getting held. Yeah, the easy delivered one that time to the defender.
On Gibril Wilson, the safety. So now it is 3rd and 11. Chiefs have to get to the 47-yard line for first down. Clausen being rushed. Flag on the play. And a pass is dropped by Sammy Parker. He was wide open, the rookie out of Oregon, 4th-round draft pick.
Illegal formation, offense, penalties decline, 4th down.
It's another thing that the officials have will be putting emphasis on this season is the formation.
Yeah, you got, as a receiver, you got to get your body around. Come up with that catch. Sammy Parker, 4th-round draft pick. They say the guy's got some ability, but he gets out and he's just lost in space sometimes. That's why the rookie Smith is vaulted ahead of the 4th-round pick.
Here's Rodney Williams, who holds the Giants record for longest punt in the game, 90 yards. Good high kick. Fair catch, wait for by Avian Black. And there's a flag on the play. It's against Kansas City for a holding. 48-yard punt by Rodney Williams.
Prior to the kick, holding offense, number 38, 10-yard penalty, 4th down.
So the Chiefs will be moved back further. Chiefs had a great regular season last year, went 13-3, making the playoffs for the first time since 1997, but eliminated in a shootout against Indianapolis. Could never stop them. Nobody punted in that game. It was all offense and defense. Could not stop the Colts. Williams fakes, gets it away.
How did he get that off?
Line drive, Avion Black. Horn wraps him up. Chris Horn with a good tackle. And there's another flag on the play. And it's against Kansas City.
Yeah, as soon as the punter double clutched, threw off the timing.
Ineligible man downfield prior to the kick. Offense, 5-yard penalty, 4th down.
Sam, only the 2 outside men or the gunners are allowed to run downfield before the ball is kicked.
I think Williams mishandled the snap because it looked like it was a good snap.
It looked like a good rush by the Giants, forced him to bring that ball back in. There's David Tyree just going right through. David Tyree.
That's your guy.
Caused this play to happen, but Rodney Williams is one of the better athletes you'll ever find punting the football, and he can run with it too. There aren't many punters that could have executed that pull the ball back and let the guy run past you trick.
Ball back to the 21-yard line. Williams gets this one away. Good high punt. Avion Black at the 37. Made Horn miss, and he's out of bounds at the 45-yard line.
Maybe on black for the Indianapolis Colts a few years ago. Had a 94 and an 86-yard punt return for touchdowns during the preseason. So he's got some ability. And that job is wide open right now with the release of Delvin Joyce earlier in the week, and Deloach having a little trouble hanging on the ball earlier.
Black is listed as a wide receiver. He started his NFL career with the Buffalo Bills. Went to the Houston Texans in the expansion draft. Played a year for them. Eli Manning at quarterback from the 45. Chris Douglas. No gain on the play.
Well, the Chiefs are blitzing Harry almost every other down.
Late in the third quarter. Harry, Phil was commenting about the way the Chiefs are blitzing Eli Manning every down.
Well, you know, Gunther Cunningham knows that Eli Manning is a rookie. This is his first game. And as I talked about earlier, it's about pressure. It's about attacking. And, you know, when you blitz the quarterback, you're going to rattle him. And I think that's the best way to be effective against a guy like Eli Manning. Put a lot of pressure on him.
They try it again. This time he swings it out to Douglas, who gets away. Good speed by Chris Douglas. He gets down to the 33-yard line. And a good play by Eli Manning to swing it out to the running back. 22-yard pickup for the Giants.
Yeah, it looks like Lyle West blitzed from his safety position. Good job of picking up the blitz by the Giants backfield. Manning shows some poise getting the ball out.
And Willie Ponder had a good block here, right here. Good block on William Barty. Giants at the Chiefs 32. Manning puts it up for Willie Ponder. Interference. It's against Julian Battle, and the Giants will have a first down inside the 15-yard line.
Pass interference, defense, number 26, automatic first down.
I'm not so sure about that call.
Why not?
Battle had position. Ponder had to go through him to get the ball. Manning gets hit as he throws the ball. Battle was running straight downfield. The ball was thrown outside. Ponder had to go through Battle to get to the ball. That's not pass interference.
Giants a first down at the Chiefs 12-yard line. Manning to the end zone. And that time Ponder got tripped up. The official was on the play, but that's no interference.
That looked more like interference to me than the play before.
I think both guys got their feet tangled up there. Let's see. Oh, he stepped on his foot.
Yeah, but Ponder did a nice job getting inside. I think Eli's, the ball's getting a little bit away from him. Throw the ball inside a little more. You got some connections.
2nd and 10. The draw play to Douglas. Flag on the play. It'll be against the Giants. Holding. Tom Coughlin said he does want to look at as many players as he can in this game.
Holding, offense, number 62, 10-yard penalty, 2nd down.
That's against the center, Wayne Lucier.
Right in the middle of your screen right there, Lucier, number 62, is the center. Got that left arm on the jersey, right on that 7, right in the 7 and 9, and he holds it there for an awfully long time.
Lionel Dalton, the man he held. 5th Giants penalty. 2nd down. Giants have to get to the 2 for a first down. Blitz coming. It's picked up. Manning. And complete to Vicente Schenko at the 8-yard line. Found the tight end, Vicente Schenko. And we will come to the end of the third quarter with the Giants knocking on the door, looking to tie this game. 14-yard pickup. Manning to Shanko. Third quarter comes to an end. Chiefs 24, Giants 17. Sam Rosen, Phil McConkey, Harry Carson at Giant Stadium. Eli Manning hooking up with Vicente Shanko on the last play. All right. We like that one, and now he's got to come up with a big play on 3rd and 6 at the 8-yard line. Atavius Cash and Jawan Dawson to the right side. Willie Ponder to the left side, the wide receivers. Manning steps back in the shotgun. Gets rid of it, and he overthrows Willie Ponder. William Barty was there to cover. Once again, the Chiefs were blitzing on the play, and the Giants sent in their field goal kicking unit. Bill Gramatica, who made a 42-yarder at the end of the first half, will come in. Carson Dock is the long snapper. Jeff Fiegel's the holder. And the kick is good. 26 yards. Giants on the board. They're down by 4. Willie Ponder explaining to the coach about the last pattern and why he couldn't get to the ball thrown by Eli Manning.
We're back. Sam Rosen, Phil McConkey, Harry Carson. That's something that the Giants coaches organization wanted to see when they brought in Kurt Warner after they took Eli Manning or traded up to get Eli Manning. Kurt's a 2-time MVP of this league, Sam. He can teach a lot to Eli. He can instill a lot of wisdom, and he's the kind of guy that is a team player and wants to help.
Manning's been blitzed a lot. He's 7 for 13. Todd France kicking off short, and on the return, and it's a good one. Then he sapped the defensive back out of bounds at the 44. There's a flag back to the 25-yard line.
Yeah, somebody pushed in the back.
During return, holding, receiving team, number 97, 10-yard penalty, first down.
On the Chiefs, De'Aaron Fox.
He had a tough time tackling Brewer. Brewer got down the field. Fox had no other option than to push him in the back.
So the Chiefs will start from their 15-yard line. With Casey Clausen at quarterback. 6'3", 220. Rookie out of Tennessee, undrafted. Free agent signing by the Chiefs. Ronnie Cruz in the backfield, number 34. Clausen gets rid of it. Jonathan Smith out of the backfield. Gets up to the 32-yard line, maybe the 33. Giants' second preseason game is next Thursday. That'll be on Fox. Giants at Carolina. See their former defensive coach, John Fox. Friday, August 27th here at the stadium, at Giant Stadium. It'll be a Jets home game and a Jets broadcast. And we'll be back with you Thursday, September 2nd for the final preseason game against the Ravens here at Giant Stadium. They stop the play. False start against the Chiefs.
Out of the snap, false start, offense, number 47, 5-yard penalty, first down.
That's 16 penalties against the Kansas City Chiefs for 145 yards. Take a look at the Giants changes that we've talked about. Kurt Warner, Sean O'Hara started at center, Barry Stokes at guard. We saw him throw a couple of good blocks. Bill Gramatica 2 for 2. Chris Snead played a lot at right guard. Clausen, pass intended for John Booth, is incomplete. Jermaine Winborn, number 37, covering on the play for the Giants. Carlos Emmons is still out. He's coming back from a broken leg. Eric Green.
Harry, Carlos Emmons, 6'5" linebacker from Philadelphia. He should help.
I think we have Harry's mic. Norman Hand, Fred Robbins inside. We'll get to Harry in a moment. On the draw play, Jonathan Smith. Good speed to the outside. Brought down by Jack Brewer. Brewer, number 31, free agent pickup. Had played 3 years with the Minnesota Vikings. Harry, your thoughts on some of the additions? We haven't seen Carlos Emmons. He's still coming back from injury. But as Phil said, he should be a big plus for the defense.
Yeah, he really should, Sam. And, you know, defensively, they've played fair tonight. They've made some mistakes, mental mistakes. And I think that's the thing that Tom has more of a problem with, missed tackles and the mental mistakes. He thinks that they probably have put forth the effort, but you have to cut down on the mistakes. And when you have a team like this with the front seven, only one guy is there from last year, and that's Michael Strahan, it's going to take a little time for you to adjust. And when you lose your middle linebacker on the first play, it doesn't bode well for the defense. And, you know, Nick Bryson, you know, I told him I was going to dog him if he didn't come through, and he hasn't come through. But that's a position that the Giants really will have to concentrate on. If there's someone with another team that might be available in terms of a middle linebacker, they better get somebody in here to be able to stop the inside run.
That's got to be a concern. Smith, Jonathan Smith to the 46-yard line. Giants have some changes in on the defensive side. Number 96, Mario Mons is in there. Isaac Hilton, number 71, rookie out of Hampton, the 7th-round draft pick. Delbert Cowsett, Giants picked him up as a free agent. He's a 4th-year man, wears number 73. And it's preseason. There's a 73 on the offensive side. So they're duplicate jerseys. Greg Walker on the offensive side. 3rd and 1. Ronnie Diaz across the 45 for a first down.
3rd and short for the Chiefs. Unlike the Giants, you saw that surge by the offensive line.
I said Ronnie Diaz. That was Ronnie Cruz on the carry. First down. Giants have James Maxwell, number 43, Robert Peace, number 45, in at linebacker, along with Kevin Lewis. John Booth makes the catch, and he's brought down right away by Jermaine Winborn. Winborn, a rookie out of Virginia, who started half the season at cornerback and half the season at safety last year at Virginia.
There's Clausen. He looks like another fine quarterback. They look like they got a couple good backups behind Trent Green, you know, and he's had problems with his knees in the past.
Well, Trent, the last couple of years, hasn't missed a game. The way he's played, he's been terrific for them. Toss to Jonathan Smith, and he's very close to a first down across the 35.
Well, you see some of these 2nd, 3rd, even 4th team guys out there on the Giants on the defensive side. They're hitting. You know, they're flying around to the ball. Here's some big hits all the way up here in the booth. Take a look and hear it.
.45, Robert Peace, the linebacker, with a big hit. Here's 3rd and less than a yard. It's Cruz, and the Giants stopped him. Good defensive surge up front by the Giants defensive line. Kevin Lewis, the middle linebacker.
This time, you'll see the Giants establish themselves into the backfield of the Chiefs.
Number 96, Mario Mons, made good penetration. He goes 6'3", 325. Here's 4th and 1 as the Chiefs go for it. Ronnie Cruz, and a great tackle. Outstanding tackle by Jermaine Winborn. It's very close to the first down marker.
Now he stopped him.
Short. Great tackle by Winborn. Rookie out of Virginia. Undrafted, signed as a free agent. Makes a couple of good plays on that defensive series. Giants take over, trailing by 4.
And we're back. You want to see a classic tackle. Winborn, 37, hunts down Cruz. He's given up 40 pounds and runs right through the ball carrier, stops him a few inches short of a first down. Now that's a fine play from a rookie.
So Tom Coughlin influence there, talking about enthusiasm on the part of the teammates. Jesse Palmer in at quarterback. Chris Douglas up to the 37-yard line. Jesse Palmer, who saw some action last season because of the injuries to Kerry Collins. He started 3 games, threw 3 touchdown passes. And of course, all the excitement is that he became the great TV star on The Bachelor.
To this play, we'll get into that a little bit.
But the coach says he's played very well in training camp, and in all likelihood will be the number 3 quarterback. Ryan Van Dyke is the 4th quarterback. Palmer's pass incomplete, intended for David Tyree.
Coughlin says that Coughlin's looking for a penalty. He thought the defensive back was draped all over Tyree. Palmer's been extremely steady all off season, all the mini camps, throughout camp. Coughlin said he's been unflappable, he's been consistent, and he's been mentally tough. Those are qualities he looks for in a backup quarterback. And when many thought that this guy would be gone, he's going to probably stick around.
Omar Smith in at center for the Giants. Palmer. And he completes it to Tyree right at the first down marker. Let's see where the spot is. And it's going to be a first down for the Giants. Good pass thrown by Palmer under pressure.
Well, good poise. Again, the Kansas City Chiefs and Gunther Cunningham trying to put his stamp, his mark on this defense. Blitzes once again. David Tyree can do more, Sam, than just run down and cover kicks. Stops on a dime, and the pass is just accurately thrown under duress.
Now the Chiefs are challenging, perhaps they're challenging the spot. That's what they're doing here. Terry McCauley, the referee.
City is challenging the spotting of the football, but the runner got a first down.
.8:15 remaining, 4th quarter. Giants have not led in the game. They were down by as many as 14 points in the first quarter. Chiefs have a 24-20 lead. And as Terry McCauley goes to check out the replay, we will step out for a moment on the challenge by the Kansas City Chiefs on the spot of the ball. Terry McCauley will have the ruling for us right here on the challenge.
The ruling on the field stands. First down, New York Giants.
They couldn't overturn it unless they had conclusive evidence.
There's no way. Those types of plays off a camera angle like this, you know what parallax view is? You know when you're sitting on the driver's seat and you look over and you tell the driver he's out of gas?
Right.
Well, you're looking at it from a different angle, and that's what a lot of these angles are about. So you got to tell the officials, avoid parallax view.
Ah. Harry's been telling you that for a couple of
20
years.
years. For 20 years he's been telling me that.
First down at the 45-yard line. Stackhouse and Douglas in the backfield. Whoa, Palmer spun around and right into the arms of Gary Stills. One move too many by Jesse Palmer.
I think Tom may want to take a look at this play, maybe remove it from the playbook, because there have been tragic plays. Earlier in the game, you saw the same thing when Kurt Warner, remember he let the tuck rule, and at first they gave him a fumble. He gave the Giants back the ball. This time, Kansas City just blows that play right up.
Lost back to the 31, loss of 14 on the play. 3 wide receivers in, everybody out. Palmer in trouble. Too low on the pass. Intended for Avion Black. Excuse me, rather for Chris Davis, number 19, who is just in the game, rookie out of Southern University. Led the Southwest Athletic Conference in receiving and yards. Giants have to get to the Chiefs' 45 for a first down. 3 wide receiver, make it 4 wide receivers in the game. Palmer steps up, and the pass is behind the intended receiver. And that was Avion Black. Flag down on the play.
Legal formation. Offense. Penalties decline. 4th down.
Giants forced to punt, trailing by 4 with 7:35 remaining in the 4th quarter. Jesse Palmer's 4th year in the NFL. Jeff Feagles to punt. Low kick, wobbles, and takes a good Giants roll. They got it well covered, and it comes to rest near the 18-yard line. 51-yard punt, no return. Now the Giants defense will get a chance. Jesse Palmer had his first action of the game. Giants running tandem of Tiki Barber and Ron Dane. Tiki played a little bit early in the game. Ron Dane had the game of the night for the Giants offensively.
With all the attention on the 2 big quarterbacks, Ron Dane stole the show. He's been waiting a long time to show this.
Ron Dane, 11 carries, 118 yards, and 2 touchdowns. One of them 69 yards. The other 67 yards, the other 29 yards. Chiefs from the 19. Jonathan Smith, tackle for a loss, ball is loose. And let's see, the officials have not signaled. Giants are unanimous in their opinion. They've got it, Giants football. Big play by the Giants' 3rd string defense. Force a fumble and recover. Deep in Chiefs territory.
Mario Mons, number 96, gets good penetration. See him right there. I'm not sure if he caused the fumble or number 73, Greg Walker, who, again, said was impressive.
That was Calcett, 73 on the defense.
Sorry. Dual numbers.
So now the Giants on the 16-yard line. Chris Douglas slips one man. Nice run down to the 11. The other thing that Tom Coughlin talks about is playing to win. Now he's giving a lot of players a chance to play, but he wants to win this game. He wants to instill a winning attitude on this Giants team.
Well, there's a lot, we'll recap I'm sure a little later, a lot that went right tonight and a lot of areas that need work for the Giants, but a win would be nice.
On 2nd down, Palmer to the corner. Tyree, is he inbounds? Yes, touchdown. Giants take the lead for the first time in the game.
Jesse Palmer looking at Tyree all the way. Tyree on just a little fade route.
Great job getting that second
got
foot
both
down.
feet down. The corner, number 46, Cliff Crosby, was totally lost on the play.
So His extra point is good. Giants lead 27-24 on a great catch by David Tyree. What a plus when he can come on the field and make some catches like that.
Yeah, he can run down kicks. He just shake and bakes at the line of scrimmage, runs a fade pattern, an absolute perfect pass by Palmer, because if the receiver doesn't catch the ball, it's going out of bounds. The defensive back has no chance. So it's an absolute perfect throw by Palmer.
And a good job by Jesse Palmer as he looks to solidify his spot on the Giants roster. 11-yard touchdown pass to David Tyree.
Hey, Harry, you know, they had a lot of criticism of Jesse Palmer earlier this spring when he appeared on The Bachelor. Now, I got to think, anyone that criticized this guy, young, good-looking guy, quarterback in the National Football League, goes on a show with beautiful women all around, anybody that criticizes him, it just has to be jealous.
All right, we'll get Harry's microphone and Harry's comment in just a moment. There you go, Harry.
No, I just have to say, anybody who was criticizing Jesse was just hating on him.
Yeah.
Hating on him big time, because every man would like to be in the position that Jesse was in.
You are so right.
Herb Haygood on the return, slips a tackle. Now the Giants stop him at the 20-yard line. Charles Stackhouse finally finished him off.
Close up of Jesse.
Now, he didn't wear that lamp black on The Bachelor, you know.
I don't think so. But he's worn it well. He's come back, and you know, you got to admire a guy who just fights through that kind of adversity. He had a tough time at the end of last year and just fought through it. And as Tom says, Tom Coughlin, he's mentally tough.
He came to work in training camp, no doubt about that, and he's done a good job. From the 20, Clausen to Jonathan Smith. 3 yards on the carry.
Winborn, the corner, number 37, who we saw make a nice play on 4th down against Cruz, the running back, Sam, just came up nicely from that corner position, his right corner position. Didn't make the tackle, but made the running back veer off course to have his mates come on in. This kid's very aggressive. Looks pretty good tonight.
A lot of the things that the coach talked about with Harry Carson before the game have come through. The Giants' enthusiasm and effort has been there. Outside to Ronnie Cruz, and he's brought down by Gibril Wilson, number 28, the 5th-round draft pick of the Giants out of Tennessee, who started every game last season. The second on the Volunteers in tackles with 113, making 114. Here's a 3rd and 4 for the Chiefs. And they stop the play. Looks like it'll be a false start against Kansas City. Oh, Dick Vermeil is just got to be going crazy.
Offense, number 5, 5-yard penalty, 3rd down.
That's a wide receiver, number 5, called on the penalty, Dave Klemick. So the Chiefs set back to the 21-yard line. Casey Clausen out of the shotgun. Giants get pressure on him, and the pass is broken up. Jack Brewer made the play, stepping in front of the intended receiver.
Brewer had a beat on the ball. The ball seemed to flutter in the air and kind of hold up. Brewer was in position, almost ran through it.
Chris Horn was the intended receiver. 5th punt of the game. This one, Rodney Williams, his 3rd. And a good punt. Le'Veon Black from the 33. That's a good return, 12 yards. It's about what you want on the average, isn't it, Phil?
Well, he danced around the first time he got the ball, and Tom Coughlin met him and told him, son, you got to run, north and south. Take that Interstate 95 instead of 80.
So the Giants will start from the 47, given 14 yards on the return of the 45-yard punt. Giants leading 27-24. Joe Dean Davenport, number 48, in for the Giants at a tight end to the right side. And the play is stopped. That should be unabated to the quarterback, Arcal Trulock, number 91.
Offside, defense, number 91, unabated to the quarterback, 5-yard penalty, first down.
Trulock is a guy they want to pass rush, the third-year man out of SUNY Cortland. Not too many guys come out of SUNY Cortland to make it to the NFL. $18 penalties in the game for the Kansas City Chiefs. Wow. Giants in Chiefs territory. Chris Douglas slipped, but got a couple of yards to close to the 45-yard line. Chiefs scored in the first quarter, scored 2 touchdowns as Trent Green, and the first offensive unit was outstanding. Giants came back on the running of Ron Dane, and the Giants were down 24-17 at halftime. Giants leading 27-24. Douglas again, and he gets to the 45. It'll bring up a 3rd and 2. Sean Weston made the stop. Giants have Drew Stroney, number 75, in at defensive tackle, 7th-round draft pick out of Duke. 6'7", 327.
Giants and Tom Coughlin want to do here is just keep away. 3 minutes, 18 seconds to go in the game.
Get a first down.
Don't want to give him the chance to get the ball back.
Chris Davis in motion. Palmer to throw. Wide open, first down to Davis. Hit down hard at the 27-yard line. The rookie out of Southern University, Chris Davis. 18 yards on the play. Good blocking up front for Jesse Palmer.
Great blocking. And Palmer went through with the play fake, which brought in the defense and knew exactly where he wanted to go with the ball. Davis was wide open. Jesse never hesitated.
Chiefs have called a timeout. It's their second. They lost one on the unsuccessful challenge. So with 2:47 remaining in the game, in the 4th quarter, Giants leading. Time now for our Wendy's winning moment of the game. Jesse Palmer into the corner to David Tyree. When it's late and you're hungry, remember that most Wendy's pickup windows are open till 1 a.m. Our Wendy's winning moment. Palmer 3 for 6, 37 yards, 1 touchdown. Douglas straight ahead is shoved back at the 27-yard line. Chiefs have 1 timeout remaining, and they use it.
3rd and final charge timeout, Kansas City. It'll be a 30-second timeout.
Well, as we mentioned, Giants have preseason game at Carolina next week. That'll be on Fox. The week after, it'll be a Jets telecast. Giants and Jets here at Giant Stadium. We'll be back with you here on UPN 9 on Thursday, September the 2nd at 7 p.m. Giants and the Baltimore Ravens. And their special consultant, former Giants head coach Jim Fossil, is working for the Ravens under head coach Brian Billick.
Well, I'm sure by then some of these problems will be well on their way to being rectified.
You see the smiles and the relationship between Kurt Warner and Eli Manning that Phil was talking about earlier. That's good to see. The veteran and the rookie. Douglas carrying.
They'll both be smiling a lot more when number 80 gets back on the field.
Yeah, right. Jeremy Shockey will practice on Sunday. Giants will be off tomorrow. Resume practice Sunday up in Albany. All right, initial thoughts on Eli Manning as we head for the 2-minute. Well, we'll get it after the 2-minute warning. Save your thought. Harry, be ready. We're coming to you. We've reached the 2-minute warning. The Giants have gone ahead here in the fourth quarter on a Palmer to Tyree touchdown pass and lead the Chiefs 27-24. All right, let's get Harry's thoughts first. Harry, your thoughts on Eli Manning's debut?
Well, you know, Eli is a guy who, you know, in my other job, I'm on a committee with the NCAA, Sam, and I saw during the course of the year Eli's resume, whether it was academics, athletics, or community service. This guy is the real deal. I mean, he's a great player on the field, great player off the field.
And Chris Douglas breaks through and scores. Chris Douglas with some good blocking up front, broke through the hole. It's a touchdown. Giants 3 rushing touchdowns in the game. And the rookie from Duke has put it away for the Giants.
Giants just trying to convert first down, get out of here, get the clock going, don't give the ball back to the Chiefs. They come up with 7. Douglas running hard, just finds a move, a little cut to the left. Oh, wow, that guy better put his shirt back on.
Grammaticus extra point is through. Harry, go ahead and finish your thoughts on Eli Manning.
No, in looking at what he does on and off the field, this guy is really a tremendous talent, and he really does follow in the footsteps of his dad and also in the footsteps of Peyton Manning. I think he's going to have a great career here. He's learning from Kurt Warner. He's learning from John Huffnagel, the quarterback coach. And I think he's just going to be a tremendous player for years to come. I was really impressed with the touch that he put on the ball when I saw him in practice earlier this week. He's cool, calm, and nothing really phases him.
Phil, your thoughts on the way he played?
I thought he played very well. He seemed to have a good control or grasp of what he wanted to do. He did it quickly. He was decisive, showed some poise. But as we said before, the speed of this game, the tempo increases from college to even though this is a preseason game. And I think you saw that, or he learned it on a play when the Chiefs blitzed and he tried to get the ball out to the safety valve to the left, and the safety jumped it and could have had an interception.
But he faced the blitz virtually every down. What I liked is that he didn't fold under the pressure.
He handled it. He handled it.
Todd France kicking off. And on the return, Herb Haygood across the 30 as the Giants bring him down. And of course, we're talking quarterbacks, and the veteran Kurt Warner got the start tonight. Your thoughts about him?
I saw him in practice the other day. What I saw a little bit tonight is he's extremely accurate. He's decisive. I think he showed tonight that he's a lot more mobile than a lot of people have given him credit for. I've been hearing a lot of criticism that the guy's a statue back there and can't get out of his own way. He proved that to be not true tonight.
Well, Kurt knows that, and the Giants want him to play well. I think they'd like for Kurt Warner to start the season. That pass is caught inbounds by Chris Horn. And bring Eli Manning along slowly. And they can do that if Warner's playing well.
Yeah, I think so. And I think Kurt's the perfect guy to mentor Eli Manning. And I think that's one of the reasons they brought him in.
1:42 to go. Jesse Palmer, the number 3 quarterback, did the job. Came in, got an opportunity, made the most of it. That pass to David Tyree, a great pass for the score that gave the Giants the lead. Clausen's pass to Jonathan Smith. Chiefs in their hurry-up offense with a minute and a half to go. Giants leading by 10. They trailed 14-0 at one point in this game early. Gave up a lot of yardage in the first half.
Yeah.
Jonathan Smith brought down by Wesley Mallard. First down, Chiefs. Go back to the keys to the game. Play with effort. I thought the effort was there.
Be physical. We heard a lot of tough hitting, especially with the backups. Poise, no turnovers, penalties held to a minimum.
And they played a lot of players. Went 3 deep just about everywhere. Lawson's pass to Horn is dropped. Brent Alexander came over to cover. Giants do have some injuries that concern them. Tim Carter, wide receiver, third-year man. It's time for him to do something, but injuries seem to hold him back.
Yeah, held him back for 3 years.
Michael Strahan got a little work in, couple of series, and then went to the sideline. I think everybody knows what he can do. On second down, Smith is tripped up, goes down at the Giants 32. The big concern, and Harry pointed it out, has got to be the middle linebacker position. With Bryson going down, Giants do not have an experienced middle linebacker. Quincy Monk took over. Kevin Lewis is a backup there. Reggie Torbor is a rookie. So the Giants have to be a little bit concerned. Now, of course, the Giants side of things is, well, we don't play that many. We do a lot more with 5 defensive backs and 2 linebackers, and the middle linebacker comes out, but you still need to stop the run with a middle linebacker.
I don't think in this day and age you're going to find any team that's going to be extremely happy with their depth. And Tom Coughlin talked about it earlier. Every team has problems in some area with depth.
28 seconds to go in the game. Giants up by 10. Everybody out. Clausen looking and finds Chris Horn out of bounds at the Giants' 16-yard line. Horn's done a nice job. Harry, your thoughts about tonight and what to look for the remainder of training camp?
Hey guys, I have to give kudos to Sean O'Hara. You know, I told him if he didn't, do a good job in there, I was going to dog him just like I was going to dog Nick Bryson. He did an excellent job helping to open holes for Ron Dane. So I have to applaud Sean O'Hara. Offensively, there's still some things that need to be rectified, but they didn't play too bad.
Clausen waiting. John Booth comes open, gets out of bounds at the 11-yard line with 15 seconds to go. And that's a work in progress. The Giants' offensive line. Ryan Keel there, long snapper, who missed last year with an injury. Luke Pettigrew. Sean O'Hara, number 60. It's Barry Stokes, number 79. Snee and Deal on the right side got a lot of work. There's David Deal. Clausen looking to the end zone. He runs for the end zone. And he is out of bounds at about the 3-yard line with 6 seconds to go. And one more play, in all likelihood, to try and get him in. Jermaine Winborn did a good job of closing down the lane to the end zone.
Very active. He was covered, and coverage that time came up. He kept Clausen from getting a perfect angle or right angle into the end zone.
6 seconds remaining. Again, we'll be back with you September the 2nd. In the interim, the Giants will be at Carolina and will be the visiting team in the game against the Jets. That'll be a Jets broadcast this preseason. Flag goes down. Delay of the game against the Chiefs. Yet another penalty.
Offense, 5-yard penalty.
Throw one
First down.
more in. That's the one thing that Dick Vermeil will drive him absolutely crazy.
Well, don't they run time off the clock? Delay a game penalty?
that's what Tom Coughlin may have been asking. He's asking that from the sideline. 19 penalties in the game for the Chiefs. This should be the last play of the game. And everybody out in the end zone, and a good play by Jack Brewer breaks it up, and the Giants have defeated the Kansas City Chiefs. Tom Coughlin, in his first game as head coach, a preseason game with the Giants, wins it 34-24. He got the effort he wanted. There's still a lot of work to be done. Make no mistake about that. But good effort on the part of the Giants as Tom Coughlin and Dick Vermeil, two outstanding veteran coaches, talk things over. And Kurt Warner and his former coach, Dick Vermeil.
Yeah, I think again this all goes back and it all hinges on the offensive line. You've seen some pretty good quarterback play by Kurt Warner, Eli Manning, and even Jesse Palmer. You know they have the weapons. You know Tiki's going to be there. Amani, Ike Hilliard, the tight end Shockey, and Ron Dane is establishing himself as a guy that's going to help out. So the weapons are there, and it hinges on what kind of protection, what kind of holes these guys can open up.
Trent Green with Kurt Warner. Green's injury opened the door for Warner to become a quarterback, starting quarterback in the NFL. Our next telecast of Giants preseason football, Thursday, September the 2nd at 7 p.m. when the Giants meet the Baltimore Ravens. On this first preseason game, the Giants with some great running by Ron Dane, 2 long touchdown runs, come from behind and defeat the Kansas City Chiefs 34-24. The intensity was there. The effort was there. Veterans and youngsters alike. The defense did a good job in the second half, and it was Ron Dane's night as he rushed for 118 yards on 11 carries and 2 touchdowns. For Phil McConkey and Harry Carson, this is Sam Rosen. Thanks for being with us. Tonight's Giants preseason football is a production of Shamrock Communications and the New York Giants.